up, everybody? Welcome to Top Deck Productions' presentation of Friday Night, not Modern, which is normally what we're coming at you live with. This time, we got a little special event. We got Brandon DeCandio, we got Ross Merriam, and we got Todd Stevens playing Modern, Standard, and Legacy. They all brought their own decks. We're going to be doing a little bit of dueling with the GameSwap patrons. Best of ones, whatever format the player who is challenging decides.
Sweet decks too.
And we got some sweet decks. Just a reminder, this is presented by Top Deck Productions. We got an awesome website. We got awesome YouTube page archiving everything we put up here. And look at this, we even got a nice new production setup. You're not in the locker bay anymore. You know, where are you? You don't know.
We heard, we answered.
Operating out of GameSwap Mason, about 20 minutes north of Cincinnati.
Is that our game show?
It's not. I just enjoy saying that. But yeah, we're going to be starting with Todd on camera. We're not entirely certain what the format is yet. But we do have all the lists, except for, I believe the only thing we're missing is Todd's green-white company deck, which we can discuss. Got a little spicy main deck worship on that, which is will vary between Modern and Legacy. So apparently
worship very good or very bad.
We're going to be focusing primarily on the Modern and Legacy formats here. But if you guys do want to see Standard, let us know. The Standard decks we have, just so we can kind of talk about this a little bit. We got a little red-green beatdown deck, I believe. Or wait, no, this is just mono red.
Yeah.
So we just got a mono red boy.
The one exciting one we have is the Gear Hulk one.
And then we got Todd Stevens' Gear Hulk deck, I suppose?
Well, no, it's the Madcap Gear Hulk, Madcap Experiment.
Okay, the Madcap.
What's the name for it? It's like Madcap Gifts. I think Madcap Gifts. Yeah.
Something like that. I'm okay with that. We can call it that. If you guys want to like
it's pretty
look
cool.
up this
Honestly,
list,
that deck's like because you really roll the dice.
Yeah, you really do. You got 4 combustible Gear Hulk, 3 Metalwork Colossus, 4 Noxious Gear Hulk.
If you guys are ready on camera to see someone die from their own spell,
and 4 Madcap.
We have the deck for you.
And this is not Modern where you get to Madcap and do a 10-10 or 8-8 that
doesn't deal damage.
That doesn't deal damage to you. You might Madcap and just die.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way when they made that card. You know, that's what was meant to happen. You roll those dice, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
No degeneracy.
Also coming from the Modern side of things, aside the green-white deck which we referenced earlier, we also got some Tron.
Mono green Tron.
Mono green Tron, and this is true Tron.
This is as Tron as it gets.
Yeah, and
it hasn't ever pulled the Promise then.
And I've been seeing that actually come up a lot lately, instead of like I don't know what they're cutting instead of it. There are Ugins.
What are they cutting for? Are they dismembers in this list?
There are dismembers.
Like everything.
They're basically playing everything. I think maybe they cut. I don't really know what they cut. So I don't think they normally play 3 a month. That seems like a lot. And they normally don't play 4 worm.
He's not playing any. I think someone let's play Fodnox Series.
Okay. We don't have sideboards, just so you know. But that is irrelevant because we're just doing best of ones. Just so.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that.
We need sideboards. It also makes some decks a lot better though.
And we also have.
Like stupid boggles.
We have stupid boggles, which is pretty surprised to see, but I suppose that kind of unfortunately is now a contender. He's now a contender in this Modern metagame. Kind of dark times, I'm going to be honest. I'm not as super stoked about that. And this is pretty prototypical.
It's 2 pass made deck. Usually pass for the sideboard.
Yeah, there are 2 pass. That is noteworthy. 4 ley lines main. You know, that's kind of becoming the new hotness now, which makes sense. Really good against Jund, specifically Liliana. Not being able to sack creature seems quite powerful.
The game main deck ley line is just a rough field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pumps up your effort armor too.
It does. Oh wow, I did not think about that. That's actually that could come up. But I can't imagine the audience is going to be too stoked about seeing boggles.
I'm sure there's a viewer in there that would only want to see boggles for 4 or 5 hours.
I mean, if you like boggles, you like boggles. I don't think there's too many people that
You're
are
a boggles person.
Oh, this is alright. I'm okay with boggles. And then last but not least, we got some legacy decks coming at you. We got Sneak and Show. Everybody knows about Sneak and Show.
Well,
wait,
if you know, I don't think you guys are.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the average watchers are Legacy, Sneak and Show, staple in the format. Pretty much ever since like Legacy's been a thing.
Yep, pretty much the dawn of time. And this one does have the omnisciences. It has 3, which I feel like is a little bit more than typical. But
they're basically forcible fodder. Only 3 sneak attacks.
Only 3 sneak attacks. Yeah, that is pretty surprising. So it's skewing a little bit from the typical list, but not too much. It's pretty much that one difference.
So without a sideboard, it's kind of interesting because usually they play like Cunning Wish on this list.
Yeah, and they have like Fire Minds, Foresight, and all this wackadoo shit in the sideboard, which I love watching. From a watching perspective, it's awesome.
I guess it's just gonna cast and reveal on this list.
And then it's 2 Flusterstorm typical of the Sneak and Show lists. I feel like that's higher than I'm used to seeing.
Maybe. I think Flusterstorm's pretty safe for Sneak and Show.
Yeah, I mean it's hell of a card.
Just hose the storm.
Very confusing. Every time I'm watching a Magic Online video and a Flusterstorm is resolving, I have basically no idea what's going on.
I have gotten some people with Flusterstorm.
Yeah, that's definitely something that if you are well versed in the rules of Magic the Gathering, you can definitely mess some people up, which is pretty cool. Also, I want to run back to Modern very briefly because I forgot. I missed one list. I'm kind of organized poorly. We also have the Burning Inquiry Hollow One deck. Pretty normal. We got 4 Bloodghast, 4 Flame-Bladed Depths, 4 Phoenixes, 3 Anglers, 1 Tasker, so I think that's kind of different, but not really anything worth noting. I feel like normally they're playing 4 Anglers, but maybe I could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. 4 Sugarrays, and of course, 4 Hollow Ones.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, pretty much nothing interesting going on, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, maybe the Mana Base is 1 land different than what we might be used to seeing. There are no Blood Moons. Maybe sometimes they play Blood Moons. I feel like sometimes I see that.
Is Aaron Mason legal singing right now?
This is mock.
Oh, this is mock. I mean, I keep. It's like it's not like a mock powerful.
It does not at all.
I think that sucks.
Flame Weight. I mean, I think it either is the best deck ever or it does nothing. There's really no.
I've never played against it. Haven't done something. I was looking at it.
Yeah, I played against it 3 times in tournaments. One time I didn't do anything and just died. I got double Hollow One on turn 1. And the other times they did nothing and I crushed them, which was cool.
I think I've beaten double Hollow One before.
I've beaten it as well, just because Kolaghan's Command is a hell of a card.
Yeah.
Kolaghan's Command is pretty good against artifacts in general, unsurprisingly.
It's a cool deck. I remember when the Hollow One came out, people were always wondering if it was going to be a real thing. And it's a real thing.
Yeah, it is a real thing, which is cool. I was definitely skeptical of it when it first kind of was printing and people were getting really jazzed about it, but it has proved itself.
Besides that Vengevine thing, Vengevine is a sick card.
Yeah, the Vengevine lists are really, really cool. What do you think the problem is with Vengevine? Why has that never really found a home in Modern?
Man, I mean, it was kind of a thing way back in, but it's a lot harder to set up Vengevine turns with this list because you can't. You don't like. Sometimes you have like a way to put 1 Hollow One to play, but you're also playing Vengevine, so it's awkward because like you don't want to play your guy and then not have their second creature the next turn for your Vengevine. So it kind of like cycles you up a little bit.
Okay, and just for clarification, if you landfall a Bloodghast back in, that does not count.
That does not count.
Okay,
only on
cast. Kind of important. And that would be the same with Flaming Phoenix.
So yeah, it's very difficult to like put in turn 1 or 2 Vengevine. Like turn 3 is much more doable, but then you're kind of using the deck's like power, like quickness there. And also Green Man is super awkward. It's hard to cast.
Yeah, it's basically impossible to cast a lot of the times because it really. I feel like I almost never see Vengevine in a base green deck. It's always like a black-green deck. It just like has a light splash of the green. Yeah. So getting that double green is pretty awkward.
You should be really bad in this deck.
But nothing really too noteworthy else going on. I guess this
legacy deck is sweet.
Actually, we got one more pretty sick legacy deck. What would you call this? If you were to give this a name right now, what would it be? And just so you guys know, this is Todd Stevens' deck, so you know it's unorthodox, I guess. For lack of a better word.
This is just Junk Loam, but with some cool stuff going on. I mean, Junk Loam hasn't been seen a lot of play lately. Back in the day, basically the powerhouse of Life from the Loam, Punishing Fire, very strong. But now we have other things like Dark Confidant, Chalice of the Void also contributing it. It's kind of like a soft lands deck with some mid-range elements to it. We got one of Leovold in here, and a random Nap Excavator alongside 4 Nether Relic.
Oh, wait a second. Hold up. I'm checking this. I'm checking the chat right now. Apparently we got people saying the audio's a little wonky. If you guys can let us know. Ooh, we also got Jim Davis, a fellow resident SCG Tour stalwart
I watched that guy's
in the house.
He's got a good stream.
They see us. What's up, everybody? If you could let us know if this audio issue has been resolved, I'm not really sure.
It's just funny. I remember watching Dave from the stream and him saying
audio
like,
is
you would
very
come
low. Spotter Monkey, if you could hit us with some better audio. Yeah. What? Okay. He just keeps asking what is Todd's legacy deck.
It's 4-color loam.
4-color loam.
I mean, it's basically 3-color loam. Well, he's playing Punishing Fire. It's just Splash.
He's playing Punishing Fire.
The one of Leovold.
Technically 5-color loam for all
so
you guys.
Yeah, if you really want to get technical on us, it is 5
It's
color.
a lot of lands. It's a lot of cool things going on.
I believe that is the only blue card.
There's cool lands that we can mention. You got the Cabal Pit. That land's sick.
Value.
Yeah. Got some cycle lands in there.
Okay, it is deaf your headset mics. May that be stream software pulling from Cure, not mics. There we go. That's better. Okay, the microphone issue has been resolved. I appreciate everybody letting us know that.
Ooh,
that it's fixed.
Red-green reanimator. It's probably red-black, I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to assume
Red-black
is
a sick reanimator deck.
Red-black is pretty dirty. Chancellor of the Annex.
Was it Andrew what's his last name?
Cuneo?
Andrew Cuneo played that deck in the top 8 of a GP, I believe. And it was the deck was not real ever before. He totally brought a whole new legacy deck out there.
Yeah, which is pretty damn hard to do. Pretty damn hard to do, considering how long Legacy has been a format.
Yeah, probably the most consistent deck to get turn 1 Grizzle Brennan into play.
And I mean, Chancellor of the Annex is just such a sweet card.
Chancellor of the Annex is a funny card.
And I love the what's the card that you discard a black card and you get a discard, like you get a Thoughtseize basically?
You discard a black card and then you unmask?
Yeah, unmask. Also just a sweet card. There's just so many cards that I had never seen before.
Yeah.
were in this deck that now is a tier 1.
Unmask is fun.
Or would you say it's tier? I think it's pretty fair to say tier 1. I mean, tiers
and Legacy also in Legacy tiers are kind of weird because you can play almost everything and there's not enough there's almost not enough to play.
Mhm.
Like, there's almost not enough tournaments to know what the metagame is like.
Yeah, that's also fair.
People just play what they have.
It is a very expensive format, unsurprisingly. So he is mulliganed.
He's got the Random Nap Excavator in his hand.
Okay, we'll see.
2-free staple from Standard.
We'll see how this goes. I wouldn't even say it's a standard staple, if I'm going to be honest.
Card that exists in Standard.
A 2-3 for 3 that is playable in Standard.
I'm excited to see some Legacy.
I mean, Wasteland is a hell of a card. And you see him, he's locked and loaded right now. He's ready to Wasteland on turn 1.
So he doesn't have that many ways to put in turn 1 Chalice, but turn 1 Chalice is the best way to win this matchup for him.
Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable.
4 Chalices, 4 Mox Diamonds.
I'm going to take a look at what else we got going on. I mean, he's also got Death Rate. Oh, he's got 1 Death Rate Shaman.
Yeah.
That's... You want more in a matchup like this, I would imagine.
It's kind of slow, though, in this matchup. Not going to lie. It's a little slow. The deck is made
him being on the play or the draw, I think it's really going to... for them, as with Legacy in general,
just any deck that's like matters a lot less in fair matchups, but when someone's playing unfair deck, it's a little more crazy. Yeah, Todd Stevens was looking very dapper today. I was impressed. He's also very nice, so it was kind of cool. Yeah, we did exchange some words with Todd prior to this. He was very cordial, something I very much respected. But we're starting Magic now. We got a Faithless Looting being cast. What is that he's discarding?
He's discarding...
What is that card?
I honestly have no idea what that card is. It looks
Iona?
like white.
I think it's an Iona.
Iona, yes, that would make sense.
Oh, unmask, okay.
And he's unmasking.
Dude, he's got a turn 1 reanimate. This is an insane hand. Oh boy.
All right, but if he just reanimates if he reanimates Iona, that could be good. And he gets to see the hand, so
he'll probably hit Storage, right? Maybe. I don't know what white. I mean, this is honestly kind of a weird hit. He's playing a 4/5 color deck, so.
Yeah, what do you name here? What color are you naming if you're reanimating Iona?
I'm probably scared of Liliana. Maybe black. Either black or white, I would say.
Ooh, we just got a squad up in this chat right now. I was under the impression that Mr. Tan and Grace was going to be in attendance today. A little sad not to see you here. You don't know me, but I'm sad.
We watch you. I watch you by the window. I watch you when you wake up. I watch you when you go to sleep.
So he has named it. If we could get a color name confirmation from the spotter, that would be cool. So we can know what is up.
I'm honestly very curious. I'm not sure what's right here. He does have 2 green cards in his hand, but they don't do anything.
He named green.
Okay, he did name green, but they don't really do anything in his hand.
I mean, what can Todd do here? Like, we've got his deck list, so we can see everything. Does he have to
He
just...
doesn't have a lot, honestly.
He has Liliana the Veil, which he can minus.
He does, yeah, so I would name Black probably for Liliana. That would have been my guess.
But aside that, like, he's effectively turned off in Todd's deck 3 Abrupt Decays, 2 Green Sun Zeniths, 2 Life from the Loams, a Deathrite, Knight of the Reliquaries, the one of Ramanop Excavator, the Gaddock Teague, and the Leopold, I believe. Yes.
Probably
Most of
half
his
deck,
deck.
at least half.
Roughly half of the
We're
deck.
fishing for Liliana here.
Yes,
that's the
I would
goal.
imagine. And if he doesn't get here, I imagine the game is going to end in 2 more turns.
It's always funny in Legacy. You can have some crazy interactive games, but sometimes you have games like these.
Yes, which, I mean, it definitely seems like a lot of the decks that were selected by
Hey, there's
our...
Liliana. Probably should have played Black.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
-2,
That's why-
target you,
That's
pass.
usually why Black would have been a decent call there. You really don't care about his green guys at all. Oh, he's got an anime dead.
Doesn't matter. And he's got the second land.
I wonder what he's going to name here. I guess I'll probably still go Iona again.
Does he have any ability to chump block this, Todd, for a turn? Probably
I
not.
just name Black or green again. He's flying. I don't think so.
Todd Stevens, being a good guy, being like, you know these cards. I'm just going to show them to you.
All right, so we got 2 top decks back and forth. We got the Liliana back, and then we got the... I wonder if he named Black this time. That'd be funny.
Can we get a confirmation? I'm going to assume he named Black, but, you know, never hurts. Green again, okay.
Ambitious. Well, we still have outs
Well,
now. Now there are still outs in this format.
He's sticking to his plan. I'm kind of surprised he didn't cast the...
I mean, maybe you're worried about neither Reliquary being big there and racing.
Oh,
him.
wait. I was about to say I'm surprised he didn't cast the Ramanop Excavator, but then I realized he
There's
named green.
Yeah. Maybe neither Reliquary is scary enough that you actually do name green. I'm not sure at that point. You're all kind of low, and you have to hit the
Well, you
Liliana.
know he had to essentially top deck the Liliana because you
Not
saw his
necessarily.
hand
Oh, yeah,
like 2
true,
turns
yeah,
ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. You had to have like a neither Reliquary as well. Yeah, it's close. Ooh, reanimate. Reanimate's interesting here.
What's he gonna reanimate? Just gonna back. What?
Yeah, it's a big
What's this card's name?
Tidespout Tyrant.
Tidespout
So whenever he
Tyrant.
casts a spell, he'll be able to bounce something. Well, this is a protection.
Any permanent.
Protection against Liliana, I assume. Yeah, well, that was
Good
that
games.
was a quick one.
Ended pretty quickly. As
Pros
can
ain't
expect.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
yeah, you know, just get reanimated on. Savage top decks back and forth. Always good fun.
Oh, he has Caracas in his deck? Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, I guess neither Reliquary makes sense to name for Caracas.
Well, yeah, okay, that's reasonable. That is reasonable. And I mean,
Name
do
it,
you
but-
automatically know if your opponent's playing Loam that they're gonna have
Lily?
Liliana in their
I
deck?
think you're playing that kind of deck. It should be.
It should be? Okay.
Lily.
That's reasonable. Well, hey guys, what's up? I know we were just here a moment ago, but we're back.
You watched a fun match.
We'll be getting some more matches for you here shortly. We got a whole list of people that are signing up, and they're just going to let us know kind of what comes. We told them to focus on Modern and
I love this
Legacy,
mana base.
just because kind of we are skewed towards the Modern and Legacy, personally, the commentators. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, you know, we kind of running ship tonight. But if you guys want to throw in the chat what you're looking to see, that would be
I want
cool.
some blue Legacy decks. That'd be fun.
I do want to see some Blue Legacy decks as well. We do have that sneak and show list
We
floating
do.
around, so I'm hoping we get some sick blue mirrors. We can get some nice interactive
Brainstorm.
magic. I guess technically that last game there was interaction,
Yeah, something made him sack, and then he sacked, and then he got it back.
and then he discarded a card.
The deck did what we thought it would. Turn 1, reanimate something. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That
And made
seems
a discard
strong.
while he
That
did
seems
it,
strong.
too.
What percentage of the time are the hands capable of producing a turn 1
I would say
reanimation?
half or more than half. That's pretty close.
Because I mean, you can discard yourself with that
at least
whatever
like
card.
if you're including mulling to 5 and stuff, because that deck mulls all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like you probably get around half the time, if not more.
Don't worry, young guy. You're going to watch Magic shortly. We're just we're figuring it out, all right? You know, don't need to be so impatient, all right?
You
You know?
got story time.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. We're talking about this list. I the story time day.
we got a nice full house here at GameSwap Mason.
You know why we got the Star
Yeah,
City
we got
tomorrow.
the Star City Cincinnati Team Constructed Tournament. If you see us, feel free to say hi. Because we're going to be there. And we are on a team. We got one other teammate who's out there battling some Standard right now.
Getting some testing games in.
I'm going to be playing Modern.
I'll be Legacy.
I'm going to be Grixis shadowing people just because I don't know what else to do with my life. I have experience with nothing else, but that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Other stuff too.
We're ready again. Ooh, and we got Mike Belfatto,
Cool.
Belfie, a legend of the Cincinnati area.
Who's really the pro on? I'm not sure who the pro is right now.
Yeah, honestly, Mike Belfatto, I believe he's queued for the next PT, or he played in the most recent one. He definitely played in the most recent one. Played Black Green. I don't think he did.
He's the guy I lost to in the Star State top 8 as well.
Yeah, he is quite a respected player here in the Cincinnati area. He wins a lot of PPTQs. Does I wouldn't be surprised if he was the most pro tourist player in our area.
He's been like 3, I think.
And he's playing a very quick deck. So
he definitely made day 2 last year.
Of what? The
Pro
PT?
Tour.
Yeah, he definitely did. And he's I believe most of his success. Yeah, he always plays some wackadoo stuff, and he plays almost as sloppily as you. Sloppily in terms of like aesthetics. You saw when he drew cards. 3 of the cards that he drew fell off of his deck.
He's thinking about other stuff. Ooh, Tireless Tracker, that card in Legacy.
He plays in pretty much every store in the Cincinnati area, so if you ever are curious as to what the best scenes are.
He's starting off with Chalice on 0. Pass. That's neato.
So does that mean he's got another Chalice in his hand? Is that what you're guessing? Which he does.
It is an interesting hedge as well. I think if you have a really good hand and you're worried about losing turn 1, I can see that being a thing.
So what big 0 drops does that hit in Legacy?
Like Lotus Petal and like
so basically all the fast mana.
Fast mana stuff. Maybe like Hypergenesis. It's kind of a deck still.
Okay, I guess that's fair. And you never know.
It's good against like Charbelcher decks, like Chrome Mox too.
And this is a pretty good start. He
yeah,
and he draws Mox Diamond. A little
Nombo.
You know, you hate to see it. Would you cast it here just to see if, or is that scum?
I mean, I don't think it would work either way.
So, what is it? Do you think he just jams the Chalice on 1 here now?
Probably.
Kind of priced into doing so. I mean,
I don't want. Now he knows his opponent is playing this kind of deck. It's not nearly as good as because his deck is kind of built to go around Chalice, but it's probably still decent.
Oh, he's just casting the loam. Get that engine going. I think that's fairly reasonable. I don't know. I'm not super well versed in loam decks or Legacy in general. I just enjoy watching Channel Fireball videos. Honestly, that's about the extent of my experience.
I guess probably worry about Death Ray Shaman, so he sex twice, so you can't get one of his lands back, so loam has more value. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Would I have Chalice there? Chalice is really good against.
Casting a 3-drop. Let's see what it is. Tireless Tracker.
Yeah, not really good against Tireless Tracker. Yeah, I assume when you go play with Savannah Death Ray Shaman, Chalice on 1 is not that scary.
I did not realize these dark depths decks played Tireless Tracker. Is that pretty common, or is this
I think it's a Belfatto thing.
a Belfie?
I'm not sure. Tireless Tracker has seen a lot more play in Legacy lately, but she's a lot of play in like Punishing Fire Jund decks.
Legacy, I mean, just Tireless Tracker as a card has continued to impress me throughout time.
It's pretty sweet.
That card is gas.
I mean, Fetchland plus Tireless Tracker.
I mean, basically anytime that happens to me, I virtually just lost on the spot.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
I have, however, Colligan's Command a clue token.
Ooh, there we go.
I've done that.
Oh, yeah, no, I've done that. I'd used your clue tokens. It felt really sick.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
How many?
There were like 3 or 4.
Oh, my God. That's actually pretty sick. Look at that beautiful clue token. I know we have actual clue tokens. For sure we have. There we go. Ooh. Todd Stevens. What a guy. Hooking it up. Now Belfie going to look through his deck in a pretty ugly way, as he is one to do. So what is Todd working with in his hand? I think I see a Cabal Pit.
Yeah, that's there.
So
we have Ramana Excavator, I believe, too. Maybe if I see that right.
I definitely see a Windswept Heath. I think he may just be sitting on mono lands.
I think it's Ramana Excavator.
I think you're actually all right.
Which means we'll get some Wasteland action probably going.
Assuming he has a Wasteland.
No, I was assuming the Night Live, but actually.
Okay.
See, this is one of the reasons why you might have wanted the Chalice on 1, so that kind of thing couldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I just don't really know how good loam is in general.
What are those? Are those crop rotations? What are those cards in the Belfie stand? What is that?
What is that card? If we could...
Oh, Living Wish.
Living
That's
Wish.
sick. I have not seen that card played in a long time.
If we could pull up Living Wish, that would be cool.
The card
Because
is cool.
I definitely don't know what that card is. So I imagine there are some percentage of the audience members that don't know. And we could just throw it on there. They do have access to the internet, but,
Make
you
a
know.
wish.
Living Wish. You may
Yeah,
choose
that art
a
is so much
creature.
worse.
You know, this definitely is not the cool art, but you may choose a creature or land card you control from outside the game,
And
i.e.
that's
your
game.
sideboard, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So, wait, what happened? Did the game
He
end?
just scooped. He got Dark Depths and was going to win next turn. He didn't have anything.
Okay. A 2020 indestructible
So
flying.
some quick games.
Yeah, we're having some rather
Taking
fast
the pro
games.
down.
The pro beats the other pro, I would say.
Yeah, 2 pros duking it out for you.
Hello. Hello. Actually, Spotter, friend, if you could throw on a different player, maybe that might be fun. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. Chat, if you want to let us know if you're sick of Todd and his ties.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, Todd, and your dumb
Let's
loam
watch
deck.
some Boggles.
I would be interested in watching some Modern. I mean, who doesn't
Honestly,
love some
those
Modern?
games have been so fast. I kind of want a real legacy game.
Yeah, honest. If we
Whatever.
could, I wouldn't be mad about maybe like some Sneak and Show. If we
Yeah,
want to
be
throw
cool.
some Sneak and Show up on there.
I wanted to see a game that's like kind of close and something's happening.
So you maybe ask Todd. Maybe just float this by him. Be like, hey, how do you feel about playing some Sneak and Show? Question mark.
So
Just I don't know if that's even an option.
I'm still really thinking
We weren't
about
really briefed too well on this event, if I'm going to be honest. But
I'm still thinking
we're
about that
having
Chalice
fun.
turn 2 or not.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not
I
sure.
definitely. I mean, is it fair to say that kind of like was maybe the most impactful decision
I
of
would
the
say
game?
for sure. I mean, I maybe not even Chalicing on turn 0.
I mean,
That
because
also
he
kinda
really,
works.
I don't think he ever did. He ever dredge the loam back? Is that just
No.
a thing that
Maybe-
he like probably had a incorrect read on what his opponent's deck was trying to accomplish and thought the loam would do more,
I think he thought it was like a Ditto.
like
more
just a
than it
mirror
was.
match?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Or like,
definitely.
or like Maverick.
Okay. I mean, are those turbo fog, or not turbo fog? The turbo dark depths decks. Do they typically play like Death Rate?
There's a lot of different variations of these
Yeah.
lists.
I mean, that's
There's like-
kind of
there's
the
like-
weird thing about Legacy is there's so many busted cards that you can basically do whatever you want.
There's like Turbo and like normal Turbo.
Mhm.
And like that he's like playing like the junk list of it. I'd say
Oh, we got a Caminos in the chat. Everybody's
no,
favorite.
they do not. Well, that's not. He's not playing your list, or Billy. He's playing the old Living list, which is different.
Yeah.
That's like more of a mid-range deck.
Billy Caminos is kind of known in our area for Legacy for jamming the turbo dark depths, really trying to get his
And
opponents
that-
rather
And
quickly.
then they plays the 7-mana Not of This World thing.
Yeah, not of this world, which counters a
Spell or ability.
targeting like a creature you
That's because
control.
Power 7 or more.
Oh, we got our spotter monkey.
Ooh, this is a
Our
interesting
spotter.
matchup.
This is the guy normally running the stream,
We're
so I'm
back-
curious as to what's going on right
We're back
now.
on Modern.
And we got some Jeskai Sahili versus some green white value down. Just so
But
everybody
I don't-
knows,
I don't think we're gonna get any cards pulled up, guys.
I don't think we are. Maybe we will
Or
though. Looks
here.
like somebody's manning. Maybe Jake's on though.
Oh,
On
someone
the
is
thing.
manning. Okay.
But Jake is on, but he cannot see the chat. Yeah, that's fine. So Todd Stevens is on green white. If you look up any Todd Stevens green white value town deck, you will basically see what he's playing tonight. The only noteworthy thing is a main deck worship,
Oh, there he is.
which is
Stick of the Devil. That's the card you drew.
I had the
You're-
soul read on that. Attack for 2, get in there.
You know, when you play a card like Worship, you're drawing every game. Better, good or
Is
bad.
he
It's-
gonna
you're never
cast
not
it
having
next turn?
Doesn't really do anything here. I mean, maybe
I
it's
mean,
good.
it's
I mean, okay,
might
but
be-
just because he
he can't get comboed.
He's gotta have
kind of.
something in his deck to deal with it.
Maybe not though.
It'd be funny. Yeah, maybe you just slam it. I don't know. 2
I-
open mana.
with
and
2
against
open
control-
mana?
Yeah, he's looking like a control shell right now, where Worship doesn't do anything against.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays a land, I mean, he can't like pay for.
He's definitely not casting this turn. He's definitely gonna play like some other thing.
Shove in for 2 more.
Yeah,
The
but-
beats.
Oh, I'm wrong. He's just casting it. Bait it out.
I mean, I think he really wants the tireless
Okay.
tracker to resolve.
We gotta Worship. Yeah.
We got a reader as well, a dirty reader. So, oh, and it's gonna
Sure.
get remanded. That's a pretty good thing to get
I'm honestly
remanded.
okay with like the line of just passing that turn too, and just trying Gavin to start doing that nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, for Jeskai decks, Gavany Township is a very difficult card to beat because it turns all your not threats into real threats. What card is that?
Rugged Prairie.
Rugged Prairie. What in the world? Dude,
So
and
it's
these...
the red white filter land.
This Noble Hierarch is just getting in there.
Yeah.
That is something that you just love to see.
Dude, he's a Rugged Prairie. Those cards hosed by the new Blood Moon effect. Blood Sun does not let them generate 2 mana. Wait, no, not Blood Sun. What's the new card that got printed? The artifact. that hasn't seen printed
Dampening
yet?
Sphere.
Dampening Sphere. You're gonna hose the
Dampening
new filter
Sphere.
lands.
That is true, which is pretty funny. Am I also seeing a
sell out right now?
So I'm seeing Pestermite in
Oh, he's playing.
Matthews.
He's playing like.
But-
oh, he's playing 2 Kijikis in his hand.
So I
Oh,
mean, he's
man.
basically got the combo wrapped up, assuming he's got a red land to be able to cast that Kiki-Jiki. I'm not entirely certain what's in his hand, but my God, this Noble Hierarch is just getting it done.
Path is gonna look real good here.
Yeah, Path is going to be a strong card. Gonna jam this Angel,
Yeah,
which
I feel like
think
if you're playing a deck like this, the Pact Negation ain't bad.
is there any reason that Todd would? He didn't, obviously, but just for thinking,
Pact Negation.
is there any reason to Path in that spot? Ooh.
Nah, I think you want your opponent to get blown out.
And is that Sarah's Sanctuary? Is that what that card's called?
Yes.
Sarah's Sanctuary, gain a life every time
Love
a...
to see that card.
He does not... Oh, he does have triple red, thanks to the Rugged Prairie. Todd's thinking. After he targets, now he will Path to Exile,
Okay, interesting.
and then Path the other one.
Oh,
Okay.
There you go.
And he still gets a Angel token, correct? Like
no. He responded
Oh,
with
he
Path
responded with the targeting. Okay, yes. Never mind. Pretty reasonable.
This is kind of a weird thing to commentate, because usually when you commentate, you think about like matches and what's going to
Yeah,
go on.
and they were playing incredibly fast. So he's already passed. He got his 2 lands
It's definitely
out.
like a friendly match, feels like.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of the nice part about these challenge events. It's like definitely pretty casual, but also
You get to play against some
they're not
pro.
gonna not try. You
Hey,
know.
let's draw some cards off these clues.
So getting some clues.
Make a 5/4 draw 2. That's
He's
pretty
already
good.
dealt 10 with Noble Hierarchs, which is pretty sickening.
Pretty disgusting.
Jamming a Voice of Resurgence. So if there is a chance though that he just gets Pestermite Deceiver or Pestermite into
Oh, if he gets an
Kiki-Jiki.
untapped land, he might actually win this.
I think he has it this turn.
He needs
Actually, no, I think.
he needs untapped land to do it. He's very close.
No, because if he has 3, untap his own land with the Pestermite, then he has 5, right?
Oh, you're right.
So he might just have the win right here, assuming Todd has nothing.
It's only 6 mana? Yeah, I guess so.
So he's figuring out. He's doing the math. Pestermite.
7.
Untap
he
a
has
land.
7 mana. I thought he only had 6 mana. Okay, I see. Man, our pros are just getting beat down today.
Yeah. Ooh, dirty. I definitely did not really expect that.
That was
But
pretty
he's also
funny.
got an Ethier in his deck. His deck seemed extremely expensive. I don't
all
think
over the place.
I don't think we saw a single card aside the Remand that was under 3 mana that game,
Jeff Guy combos.
which is interesting. An interesting take on the
How do
Just Guy
you feel about
Sahili
drawing
deck. Your worship.
No.
I mean, the worship would have been good there, by the way.
he didn't
I might
cast it
add.
again, did he?
He did not. He never casted it after the Remand, which maybe.
After I know their combo deck, I feel like I would want to cast it more.
Yeah, I think maybe I could see an argument for it being right. Casting it on the turn he casted the Tireless Tracker. I think he actually.
He had mana.
I'm curious if he had enough mana to go.
He did have mana to do both.
Okay, so maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a better line. He probably didn't think he was gonna combo on that turn.
Yeah, and I imagine he probably wasn't playing around the second Kiki-Jiki.
Yeah, that was the main.
Typically, not a lot of those decks play more than 2.
Because Feldar Guardian Sahili is also infinite for 7 mana.
Yes, and I think once you see the Sarah Sanctuary, you can safely assume that there are.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a punt to not. Cast
Yeah,
once with the information available.
just so everybody knows what Sarah Sanctuary does, every time an angel enters the battlefield, you gain a life. So with Felidar plus, I just
Sweet
had
combo.
a big spit there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but a big one. But Felidar plus angel plus that land, you can infinitely blink those 2 back and forth. And gain infinite life, which is kind of cool. Another little built-in combo.
It's really it's easy to do like an infinite combo if other common pieces you have in your deck already. So
yeah. However, I will say with a triple red card in your deck that you're looking to cast, a little bit more bold. I know you have experience with that card playing a Eldritch Evolution deck that does that combo.
I'm also playing 8, I'm playing 4 Bird's Paradise and 4 Lotus.
Yes.
So it's a little easier to cast.
Yes. How many red producing lands do you have in that deck?
2. I don't even have enough to cast Kiki-Jiki.
2.
There are not even enough red producing lands to cast Kiki-Jiki in my
I'm into that. I'm into that.
Apparently, so one of my our friends is borrowing my 4 colors utility deck tonight. And there's a hostage taker in the list that we do not have a black source for. And apparently he has tried to fetch for a black source, but unable to find it and lost because of it.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorry we have not been checking the chat super duper often, everybody, but we're so enthralled in these beautiful games of Magic the Gathering. We got Robert Meadows here, a fellow Top Deck production affiliate. He commentates our Thursday night leagues along with Adam Olds. He does.
Nice.
Pretty good player around here. He's top 8'd at several classics. Actually was first seed in the most recent Columbus Classic, going into the elimination rounds, and then got DQ'd, which I'm sure he's told many times on here.
Cheater here.
Yeah. And currently he's playing Scapeshift. I'm curious if he's playing just, well, that answers my question. I was going to ask if he's playing red-green or rug Scapeshift.
He's playing Scapeshift.
Cinderglade. I think it is decently well positioned.
I know, I just hate the deck.
I agree. Horrible deck, but
his list is pretty. He's got a pretty slow hand right now. He's got 2 lands,
double
tap lands.
But against a Value Town deck, I assume it's probably.
I don't know. You
fast.
don't want to land.
But the turn 2
Ghost Quarter stuff is not where you want to be.
And turn 2 Knight is kind of exactly what you want against.
Drew the land he needed.
So he's doing stuff. He's got an Explorer in his hand as well. I'm curious, do you cast the Explorer if you don't have a land you can play?
It depends.
Right now, assuming.
I don't know what I do. I'd probably cast Rampant Growth. I probably wouldn't risk it.
Ooh, he's dropping cards. Come on, get it together, man. All right, while he's thinking, I'm going to look at this chat here.
Yeah, I like this line.
Thank you, Tannen, for saying we're great. I'm going to assume that's directed
us, all of us.
Only at us two. Everybody else, fuck them. We're the cool ones.
We put all the effort in. Oh my god, look at those cards up top.
This is kind of fun. Todd gets Brown.tv. It is true. He is kind of just getting destroyed.
None of these games have been that close.
All right, we're resolving some stuff. He now knows that there is another Courser on top of his deck that is being shuffled away. Ghost Quarter, gain a life.
Yeah, he's gonna
get a clue. Lots of value. The Value Town is not a lie.
So how many basics does Scapeshift play?
How many basics does Scapeshift play?
That's going to be the question in this game, I think.
6 mountains, 3 forests, we're being told from Matthew. That's his personal deck. I'm not sure how common that is. If anybody knows.
Okay, interesting. I think this game is going to mostly depend on if he gets Coast Guard out in time before Scapeshift goes to. He's going to need 7 lands. He's going to need to get at least 2 a Valakut and 6 lands. Probably need to get 8 this game. I don't think he's going to go below 18. So probably need to get at least 2 Valakut and 6 mountains. So if he can Ghost Quarter out of 6 mountains.
So from this position, is Todd basically pricing searching up a Ghost Quarter every turn and Ghost Quartering? I
think that would be the go-to. I mean, he's going to have another Knight on top, so it's going to be doubling the speed.
And I believe
no Worship in his hand again. I think it's game. I don't think he can beat Worship. I guess he can kill all the stuff, but that's
he can't kill all the stuff. It will take a long ass time.
I don't think he has the lands to do that.
He does need a rip a land, I believe. No, never mind.
I think this Scapeshift is going to be. I think this Scapeshift is looking bad here.
Well, he's about to cast a Titan, assuming he draws a land, but he did not draw a land.
That's a pretty hard assumption to make. They're pretty big assumption to make.
Yeah. Well, if he did, how much different is this game looking?
Probably favorite for Scapeshift. He can't even attack into because the Knight's bigger than the Titan, so.
Awkward. So, Explorers hits that first land drop.
Dropping cards.
Plays land, yeah. Robert, my dude, you got to get it together. And he's just fetching to save some time here, which is appreciated.
I feel like this is not looking good for Robert. We'll see.
I'm hoping this Worship does some work here. He seemed pretty jazzed about it prior to the match.
This is an interesting spot. I'm not sure because we have an interesting clock going on with more Ghost Quarters, running out of Ghost Quarters in the deck, but also having the Worship come out. And we got a Coco on top too, so we might get a Ramnap Excavator, get a Azusa maybe. I don't know if he's playing
a
Azusa.
Coco on top?
He's got Coco in his hand.
Oh, Coco in his hand. Oh. Draws a Bolt. Passes the turn. Let's see. Hopefully he hits a land here. He does not. So he's going to have to use the Knight to... Yeah. Which I assume he's tapping for mana. So now he's got a mana in his pool. I assume he gets a Ghost Quarter anyway here in case if there's a land on top. Is that reasonable? Is that a reasonable assumption to make? Nope, I guess never mind.
Probably doesn't want his knight to die.
I'm dumb.
He gets more
But
clues and stuff.
he does get another look at a land if it's on the top. Or I guess 2 more looks with this
sense, I
fetch.
think. He gets 2 looks at this land.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Azusa.
And he still got a green floating from that original forest. And now knight is a 2/2.
What do we cast here? That's what I want to know.
I believe knight is a 7/7 here as well, so he's getting.
What do we cast? Do we cast the worship so we don't lose to escape shift?
Probably. I mean, how else do you lose this game from this spot? You know.
Yeah. I think that's my line too.
And he's got another mana floating that he can use. So 3 mana, 4 mana. I can't imagine he's doing anything but casting.
Here we go. There's the worship.
Boom.
Can you beat this?
Shove for 5. Pass. Let's see it. Dude, hell yeah. I'm into this. I was very skeptical of this main deck worship, but I mean...
I don't think he even has escape shift. I think it's just Valak. I think it's just prime time. Or is that escape shift?
I gotta imagine he's got at least 2 escape shifts. That just seems foolish otherwise.
He does have one. Oh, no, it's prime time.
Ooh, Billy Caminos texted us.
Yeah, he just has 2 prime times.
Oh, he was just telling us about the audio issue. I appreciate you texting me, Billy, but
the audio's very loud in my ears.
I'm not glued to my phone, unlike you, Billy, you dick.
Why is he? Okay, he's killing something. What is he killing?
What is he killing? I mean, he's got to start whittling away at this board.
Maybe you kill the bird of paradise.
I could also see killing the. I mean, the tireless tracker probably.
Nah, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, but I mean, he can't really kill anything else, can he?
Kill birds.
He can't kill birds, which may be better because the mana. He's gonna hit another land next turn, which is worth noting. And then I presume Todd is gonna fetch up some type of land here, and then he's got the bolt anyway for the bird. I assume Todd's gonna path at end step, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, he's pathing at end step, running him out of basics slowly but surely. And then next turn he's gonna ghost quarter that Valakut that's hiding away under there, and then I believe he'll have like 4 more mountains in his deck, just slowly working him down. But he'll only have 2 Valakuts left.
Once he runs out of mountains, this game is gonna be over.
And once he's out of Valakuts, this game is also over.
That's true.
Unless if he's got like some really like an hour of devastation or something, that would be sick. Ooh, and the ghost quarter on top.
That's a pretty good one.
Do you double quarter here? Is that an option?
Probably.
Just boom, do that right now.
Nice Valakut.
Gonna live through his. So I'm actually curious as to what this matchup is normally like. I have no experience on either side.
Worship definitely helps, I think.
Yeah, worship definitely helps, but I mean,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It'd be interesting if he cast the escape shift last turn. I'd be interested to see how the game would have gone.
And just try to like wrath the board, basically.
Wrath the board and deal him like 6 or something. Because he would have had, if he went to 8 lands, escape shift, he would have had like.
Well, it also
damage.
matters how many mountains he has left in his
deck. He
deck.
could have won if he had land escape shift last turn. Because that's 36 damage.
So how many lands?
He had 8.
So, and then all the forests that he owns are out. If we're assuming he has 6 mountains. 13 mountains total, we're being told.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 7, 6. Yeah, he had 6 total. He had 6 left in his deck, so he could have done escape shift. Went 1, I think 1. 36 damage. And
I want to agree with you.
It's close.
Because you're definitely better than me at math, but I just don't know, honestly.
Well, he has 36 damage if he had the escape shift last turn. I don't know how big Knight was. I think it was like 10 maybe.
Let's see. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seen at least 7 lands. So 9, 9, maybe, maybe 10.
I think it's game.
So he's got to go like 4 triggers.
I think yes, he
3 or 4 triggers.
Yeah, he would have won a little bit, I think. So he only needed 18 damage to be dealt with. So if he did 3 triggers last turn of Knight,
I imagine. Oh, and he just scoops him up.
Dead.
Ooh. And Todd gets away with one. A nice interactive game.
Worship.
Still had a path.
Dude, Worship would have won in the last game, too, if he cast it. Worship's definitely been the all-star so far.
Worship is a card. That is good. What's up, guys?
It's kind of good.
I took off my shirt, or my sweater. Excuse me. I got a little roasty-toasty back here.
I would take off
These
mine
lights
as well.
Are just blinding us.
But I have a hole in my shirt, and I probably shouldn't take it off.
Yeah, you'd look like a bit of a douche.
It's
I say as I sit here playing with my hair.
It's not a very good-looking hole. It's just like one that's like kind of like up. It's just not a very well made hole. It doesn't really show off anything besides an armpit.
Nice, nice. trying to imagine it. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
But we're back here. If you guys have a format preference,
we
let
gotta
us know
win.
in the chat. Dude. Young guy, how are you doing?
Got a pro win.
Dude is a meme I've not heard in a little bit.
Dude.
It kind of fell into obscurity there.
I still throw
currently.
it out there.
I still throw it out, but I just feel so weird
There's this
when I do it.
There's this mom in one of my math classes.
Ooh, a mom in the math
This
class.
is like, she's
What
one of
math
the
class is
proper-
this?
Number 3.
Number theory.
She's just like getting her graduate degree.
So fellow number theorists
And
can
she,
empathize with Hunter here.
I always hit her with a sod, dude. And she's always like, "What did you say to me?" I was
It's
like,
always
"Just say
fun to hit really just like dumb memes to people that you know aren't gonna understand them,
Yeah.
just to kind of like get a rise, just see
Do you
how
have
they're gonna
another- Do you have another
respond.
sandwich in there?
I have 2 more sandwiches in there. I got Wendy's.
You want to give me one? I'll trade you.
Got Wendy's. Absolutely. Would you like a BLT or a crispy chicken?
Crispy chicken would be ideal.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't eat that on stream though. Should I?
Probably not, but YOLO, am I right?
I'll probably eat that later, honestly.
You know, you gotta get big. Is there cheese on the BLT?
Damn, I should have ate that when we had an hour spare. I could eat that the whole time in an hour.
You could have. I'm sure we'll have a little bit of a break at some point, or you can just like go pee and then just like eat it all while you're peeing.
That's tempting.
So we got Scott Ethier here. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. On green, black Eldrazi, again modern. It's not a Tron list, so I'm assuming it's just got the Eldrazi temples and some other
Kind
stuff.
of like Mant, but with green black.
Yep. I think that's a good analogy to draw. Depending on how many you may have enough damage to Rorik
It was
Knight.
only one night, not the second night. Once the first night, once they played the second night, I think it was over. But I think
Yeah.
that one turn where he went to 8 mana against one Knight, Courser, the 3/2 Trial Tracker, and Burge. I think he had enough damage.
So we were told by our spotter that this deck did not have Tron lands in it, but I definitely saw a Tron land.
Oh, really?
So god damn it,
It doesn't have.
temples.
Oh.
That's odd.
That's
It's
pretty
hard
much
for me
it.
to imagine an Eldrazi deck that doesn't want to play Eldrazi Temple. That card is pretty damn good for those that
Yeah,
have never
card's
played
really good.
against the card Eldrazi Temple. And this is a pretty big deck. I'm seeing Ugins in his hand,
He
or
is.
at least
Okay, so he's playing like
a
normal
singular
Tron
Ugin.
without. Let's pretend it's normal Tron.
yeah, and he's gonna have Tron in 2 turns. He's got the map and one of the other Tron pieces he is missing. Honestly, any deck that is able to play Ancient Stirrings well, I'm into. Ancient Stirrings is so good.
I'm not into that deck. Why would you be into that?
I'm into cantripping, and that's the best cantrip in Modern, but it imposes some very
You have to
strict
reveal it, though.
limitations.
I don't want to reveal my card.
That is kind of lame. That is kind of lame.
If I could just be like honor system.
A spatial contortion.
Can we just have some honor system?
Ooh,
next
and
year?
unfortunately for Scott, he probably has not played against Voice in a while. I've done this.
This is rough.
It feels bad. Might actually be the game right here.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
this mistake is a costly one
Make 2 huge guys.
because he's gonna get the trigger for casting a spell
I
on
think
his
he might. I
opponent's
think he
turn,
might just be not being nice about it and not getting.
which very respectable. What a guy! What a guy! This Todd. In the tournament,
though.
in the tournament, though,
no.
in the tournament, though, I can't imagine that's gonna happen.
He definitely would not let him get away with it.
Maybe he would though. I don't know Todd very well as a person. He
I
was
would-
very nice to us when we talked to him earlier.
Nah, dude, there's no way.
But that's a pretty. I mean,
I would be.
if
I
you
would be-
basically
if
said to me, Victor, do you want to win this game for free or be a nice guy? I'd probably say win the
it's
game
not
for
really
free.
being that nice. Your opponent just messed up. It's not like he made a mistake. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's some dumb mistakes out there, like forgetting to play a land and passing. But that one's just like, this is my card. This is what the card does.
Yeah, so everybody remember, if you play against Voice Resurgence, kill it on your turn. I've definitely had games like at locals, because I feel like there was a pretty big period
This
of
is a hefty
time
board.
where I never saw a Voice. Like, there was just like a
yeah.
3-month period where I never played against the card Voice or Resurgence. And then I played against it and just forgot what it did and lost quite badly.
And this is wrestling. This is rip.
Yeah, I got
This quarter.
I got to imagine this is going to be the game. However, if he was able to get Tron
He's not-
activated,
He's got Ghost Core, dude.
so let's see if he's going to let him untap, because he does have an Ugin.
He's not going to let him untap.
Ugin will get you back in this game. Maybe if he rips exactly Tower or whatever piece he's missing.
You're still just dead next turn. That's not how that works.
Well, no, he's Ugin the Spirit Dragon.
No, he can't because he only has one trial land to play now.
Well, if he rips it. Oh, he only has one? Are those
He's ghost quarters.
a scumbag playing 2 different arts of the same Tron land?
Well, no, that's an Ugin. That's a Sanctum Ugin, I believe.
Wait, did he get double ghost quartered?
No, he's got one ghost quarter. What are you confused about? 'Cause it was a.
Okay. I figured it out. I deduced it. So, he is going to die here, unfortunately. Unless if he has triple...
Eldrazi Temple into All's Dust.
Well, you could have triple Spirit Guide into Ugin as well. That's also an option, which could be interesting.
I'm going to sneak this in.
You can run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Unless if you want to... Is it?
No,
hey,
no,
Matt,
it's okay.
Is it BM to eat on stream?
That's pretty BM.
Chat,
I'm not doing it.
Chat, let us know. Is that bad manners?
I'm good.
You know what? I'm going to let Jim Davis decide. Jim Davis, the paragon
I copied off his
of
I've
morals.
copied off of someone Jim Davis list.
I'm not even sure if that is the correct use of the word paragon.
What word?
Paragon. So I'm going to define it and make sure I'm not sounding like a total
I don't know
fool.
that word at all, honestly.
A person who is regarded as a perfect example of a particular quality. So I think that would work there.
How'd you use it again? You said, is that a paragon of a commentator?
I described Jim Davis as the paragon of ethics.
Why?
Just because he's deciding the eating on stream.
Okay.
Because I got to imagine he's the person that streams the most that is in our current chat. So...
I don't like it.
I don't think I've ever seen Jim Davis eat on stream.
Alright, I'm not going to eat on stream.
But Jun Guy says it's not the worst thing that could happen.
Ooh, we got another deck. Blue-red thing in the ice.
Blue-red thing in the ice. Interesting. There's a lot of different ways I could see a blue-red thing in the ice deck going. So...
You can have spells and more spells?
Well, like, how many spells? How many creatures, you know?
Yeah, is it a Young Pyro list, or is it a...
Yeah, I think Young Pyro...
List? Dude, back in the day...
Does he have Jaces? I feel like this is probably a good Jace deck, assuming he has Jaces. But Jaces are expensive. Definitely, if Jaces were like $10, I probably would not be playing Grixis Shadow this weekend. Just because I think they would be popular enough for me just not to want to deal with. But luckily, they're like $110.
Did I play against 2 Jace Dittos on Tuesday?
I played against Jace once, lifetime. Thus far.
How'd I feel?
Actually, wasn't that bad. It was only bad when my opponent top decked it on to like an empty board, and then I was just like, okay, I guess I lose.
Yeah.
Sweet. But
maybe like almost anything though.
Yeah, pretty much any 4-drop that's castable in Modern would have done virtually the same exact thing.
Young Peasy.
Any deck that plays Young Peasy is fine by me. Attention Magic players, if you guys heard Jake Valentine yelling in the background. Todd Stevens having a little mulligan. You know how it is. I wonder, I got to imagine this green-white value deck does not have to mulligan all that often, which is probably one of the draws of playing it. Fairly redundant. Value creatures, companies, mana. That's virtually it.
There's only one worship. So
our boy Ben is running away. He's so scared, intimidated. Up and up, he's back. Maybe he was asking the judge a little question. Maybe he was spitting out some gum.
Oh my god, 3 different cuts.
Disgusting.
When my opponent cuts me like 5 or 6 times, I was like, ugh. Just shuffle my deck.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Todd is drew 7 there, but he didn't. He recognized his issue. So we see Forest into
Bolt.
I'm seeing a Bolt. I think he's just debating if he wants to Bolt.
I could see not bolting if you really wanted to, like. It's probably not right to not bolt.
Yeah, I mean, I got to imagine you're playing the Young Pyromancer the following turn. You definitely don't want your opponent to untap.
Yeah.
He's shocking, so he's either opting or bolting or thought scouring or something of the like. Something's going on here. Oh, after this game, I think your boy's going to need to go pee. My bladder is full, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
I'll probably take a break after that, too.
Bolted the bird effectively, but not actually bolted the lady.
Is it a lady? I assume so.
I assume.
It looks like a girl, but it's not like, it just looks like a girl. It doesn't.
I mean, that could be our own, just cultural definition. Just obscuring our true knowledge. I don't know what I was going for there, but there's a joke somewhere.
There's a lot of
there.
lands in hand. There's way too many lands. Oh, Wandering Fumarole. That's a hot modern land.
I wonder.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Get a trigger. Seems not bad. I'm curious as to if Ben has any Blood Moons in his deck. I think Blood Moon is probably.
Probably not main deck.
I don't know. He's got a lot of islands.
Blood Moon and Thing of the Ice are pretty non-bowy.
Blood Moon.
He also has a Wandering Fumarole too.
Yeah, the Wandering Fumarole makes me especially suspect of making a claim like that. But there is a gentleman that plays here that does play Blood Moons and Wandering Fumaroles. Ooh, that was a good draw.
Yeah, Coco.
Coco, obviously
kind of
pretty
card
powerful in
the
these
creature
mid-rangey, creature-y type dittos.
He has way too many lands in hand right now.
Yeah, Ben is kind of flooding pretty hard here, which is unfortunate. I'm surprised to see.
Only a 3/3 for this Neither Reliquary. So this would be a good time to have a Snapcaster Mage.
I'm definitely surprised to see him not play the Fumarole there, unless if he's got a 4-drop he's trying to represent.
I think he just was not a great play.
Or yeah, maybe he
was just trying to represent counterspell for this Coco.
I think that's another Coco. That's pretty good.
Oh, I guess he's not gonna.
So the value town, the value train is rolling
if he drew
in.
a bolt there, the game I think would be he'd be in great shape
Yeah,
if he drew a bolt.
That would be quite
or
powerful.
snap.
If we could get some ice counters on this thing in the ice, this is unacceptable. I don't know how many counters are
It's
on it.
flipped already.
Oh, of course. Enters play, flips. There we go. Boom.
There's a combo with Solemnity. Or is it a combo or a non-bo? I don't remember if it actually flips or just doesn't ever flip.
Yeah, I wonder if isn't like. One thing interesting with the new rules change, kind of in a similar vein. So when Blood Moon is in the play, and you play Gemstone Cavern, it enters with no counters. When Blood Moon then leaves play, Gemstone Cavern stays in play with no counters. Because,
can't add mana with it, can you?
But you cannot add any mana with it.
Nice.
Normally, it would just go to the graveyard, I think, or something.
After you add land.
But because the removal of the counter is it's something with activated abilities, essentially just renders you having a worse arena in play.
This game's over.
This game is over, says Hunter.
Yeah, sorry.
Rip this game.
Coco decks are.
Coco decks are kind of made to beat these decks. Is that a safe statement to make?
I would say it's a good match for Coco, but also just on the end of when they're starting to do this thing, it's pretty much impossible to come back.
Yeah, untapping with Knight of the Reliquary is pretty good.
He's having a 2 nice now with Coco back up, and he's got nothing in hand. It's not going to be any. There's nowhere to go from here.
Did he play that Wandering Fumarole yet? I don't know if he did yet. I can't tell if that land under the island is a Wandering Fumarole or a Spirebluff Canal.
It's a Wandering Fumarole, I believe.
It's. I had no idea what he was trying to spell there.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a Fumarole.
They can't attack for the Knights, though, so it doesn't really matter.
And he's got a path, but, he's kind of bricking on lands, which is a little bit unfortunate.
He's got Cocos and Knights, dude.
Well, if he never ever draws the 4th land, he might die.
Why? He's just going to cast Coco off his Knights.
He is going to cast Coco off his Knights. Shut up. I knew that, bitch.
Neither Relic are also Mana Dark. Dude, oh my gosh. There's so many things in the ice. This is why you play. This is why having a good amount of spells.
Right, yeah, it is. I've seen. I got to imagine he's not playing enough, or maybe he's just drawing
he's
quite
just playing
poorly.
8 guys. Or he's probably playing 12, right? The 4 snaps, 4 thing, Knights, 4 young Pyromancer.
I would be surprised if he was playing 4 Pyros.
You think he's playing less?
Maybe
he's
2
probably
or
playing
3.
4 if I had to guess. Oh, another Neither Reliquary.
Yeah, that's 3 of a kind. That's hell of a. That's pretty good.
He doesn't even need a Ghost Quarter here. He's probably gonna get a Rising Canopy.
Just why not? Let's see. Let's see if he had the Soul Read or he just.
No, he's getting yeah, that makes sense. His bigger guys even bigger.
So what are Knights currently? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, gonna be 6.
About to be 6.
So
depending on what this top card is.
8.
The worst part about.
They're not getting in for a while, I don't think, though.
The absolute worst part about Courser of Crufix is this, where you can't just speed shuffle. Just be like, I'm gonna just fetch a couple lands here, because you want to see everyone, because it actually matters.
Is Pathing the young Peasy?
Just why not? Is he?
I assume he's got more basics.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he had a singular mountain, singular island.
And they're nice basics, too.
And now you have to remind your opponent, I believe. So.
True. Even in these casual games.
It's a damn shame that Jataxian Probe isn't in the format anymore. Imagine if he just, like, Jataxian Probe and Jataxian Probe 4 times. How sick would that be?
Taxian Probe was what made these decks a thing. Remember when Taxian Probe was a thing and then blue, mono blue, what was that deck called?
Mono blue.
Like Kiln Fiend.
Oh, was it mono blue, was it?
No, it was blue red. But
yeah.
What was the name of it? It was like blue aggro, not blue aggro.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kiln Fiend deck. I mean, the Death Shadow decks that existed with Jataxian Probe were miles different than the ones that exist now.
Yeah.
I think. But can you imagine how good Grixis Death Shadow would be in its current form? Imagine you take Grixis Death Shadow right now.
Yeah.
But you have Jataxian Probe. The deck would be insane.
Yeah,
just nobody knew to make the deck in that kind of more mid-rangey style.
I don't know if it would change that much. It would definitely be better.
It would definitely be better. I cannot imagine it gets worse at all.
Snapcaster
Yeah.
Probe is sick.
I mean, Snapcaster Mage, while obviously being very powerful in the Death Shadow decks, I've been very underwhelmed with it a lot of the times. Yeah, like we're just kind of watching. Honestly, this is like my favorite part of playing Magic when you've won the game.
Yeah, it's really
we all
fun.
know you've won the game, but now you just have to win the game, and you just gotta just like kind of play with your food a little bit.
But he can't activate Fumarole twice.
He can activate Fumarole twice,
but not block with it.
Which does stuff, I guess. Ooh. All right, the moment this game ends, I'm going to throw my headset on the ground and go pee, because your boy...
I'll probably go after you.
Yeah, I'm going to let you talk to the groupies by yourself.
The groupies.
Yeah.
So
start thinking of a good story you can tell.
Story?
It doesn't have to be a story. That was just a suggestion.
Oh, man.
Maybe you can talk about your legacy deck. Or something.
Those guys in the alleyway.
Yeah, you could talk about. We had a recent run-in with some blokes in an alleyway, which was pretty scary, intimidating. You know, a couple of.
The fact that real fights can happen is just a weird thing to me.
Yeah.
I always view that like fighting is an actual. Like people do that.
And it looks like the game is over. And he would have drawn another land. And he had another land in his hand. Ooh, he has Shiver in his hand. That's pretty surprising. All right. Enjoy Hunter.
That's me.
That is
Hey guys, let me check chat out real quick. Ooh, nothing exciting. Green white, that green white deck is pretty silly. I lost to it in the like almost that exact list. Like a few PPTQs ago in the finals. It was rough. It was semifinals. What's up? So I'm playing. I was hoping to watch some more Legacy today because I haven't played Legacy in forever, and I'm just jamming it tomorrow. It's been like literally a year since the last team tournament, which is the only time we play Legacy here. Playing some Esper Deathblade. Pretty exciting. Ooh, we get a new player. Ooh, we're gonna get a new player with us, Ross Merriam. All you Ross Merriam fans out there. Hopefully, I think he's playing like we got some standard decks. We got some mono red standard. That deck has been a thing for a couple of years. Hazra is a really not a fair standard card compared to the other standard card power level things. Welcome back. How was the restroom?
Restroom was good. Didn't wash my hands, if I'm going to be honest. I was in such a rush to get back to the fam. The fam. I guess, should we give people a reminder of where they are and what they're watching? I feel like now's a good time. Everybody, welcome to Top Deck Productions' presentation of SCG Tour people playing Magic with regular people.
Do you look at the camera when you do this?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I look at like the screen. I probably should look at the camera, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you got to look right in the eyes.
That makes way more sense. I'm like, why am I always looking down?
No, you got to. I kind of cycle back and forth. But basically, you're here. You're at GameSwap. Top Deck Productions presentation of people playing Magic We got Todd Stevens.
We got Ross Merriam coming up.
Brandon DeCandio. We got Ross Merriam. We've been watching Todd Stevens for the most part. Now we got Ross Merriam.
Yep.
Is he getting lined
Yep.
up right now?
He's
Very
about
cool.
to pop
Very
out.
cool. Not sure what format he's playing. The competitors, it's best of one. You just play one game. That's it. The competitors get to decide the format.
Jun guy wants Jun.
That's fair. Unfortunately, we have the
I don't
list.
think we have Jun deck here
There are
today.
no Juns as far as we know of or we've been told about, which is
We do have a
sad.
Jun deck actually here.
A-
But probably not the Jun deck you guys are looking for.
It technically is Jun. There are technically all
It
the
plays
Jun
black,
colors.
red, green.
Yes, there is a singular stomping ground in our black red hollow one deck, presumably for some sideboard cards, but
There's no
unfortunately
sideboard,
best of
yeah.
one, so you don't get to see. But he could draw the stomping ground, and that would be pretty
But
sweet.
still Jun.
I'm not exactly sure if these are going to be uploaded to YouTube, but generally speaking, all of our modern and standard tournaments and PPTQs and all that good stuff gets uploaded to YouTube, Top Deck Productions. Check it out, maybe subscribe, smash that like button, you know what I'm saying? Share it. If you shared it, I would be genuinely shocked. I don't know who shares
share it on
videos.
Twitter or something.
Share it on your Facebook page. Yeah, that'd be
Get
cool,
on
I
MySpace,
guess.
get on Pinterest.
Hey,
Hey, we do have Jun.
So we are playing Jun. Jun guy, this is for you.
This is like one of those be careful what you wish for things.
And Dio Valente said, "No, give me a control
I
deck."
think that no is gonna ring in my ears, dude. It's gonna ring in my heart
yes,
too.
headphone warning, guys. Am I right? Blue-white tempo. That's almost control. I
What
think
tempo?
maybe.
What is this? Is this the
Yeah.
Flyers deck? I think I played against him once. I think he's playing like a weird Flyers list.
Last night, he was playing Iron
Yeah, how last night go?
KCI, Cart Clan
Did you win
Ironworks.
last night?
I did quite poorly last night. Felt bad. I had one of the most tilting matches of my life against Storm. Not of my life. I was just pissed.
And if it's recent, it's of your life,
Yeah. And I mean, whenever I'm playing Shadow and I lose to Storm, something went wrong. Like that matchup is like
Blue-white tempo.
pretty much my favorite matchup
That ain't looking like a
ever.
blue-white tempo handle. That's looking like a control hand.
Yeah, I'm seeing spell snares. If I see spell snares, I'm thinking this is
I
control
saw a
enough.
Conto, so
Oh, you saw? Okay, yeah, definitely. So you know what, guys? Everybody's getting what they want. Where's the shop located? Great question, my boy Dio.
we have
This
we
is
have the answer
yeah.
for you.
This is GameSwap Mason, located about 20 miles north of Cincinnati,
You just draw 7.
which, by the way,
You just
everybody,
draw 7.
Cincinnati is
think it-
about to host a SCG team constructed tournament where we will be. If you want to say what's up,
Solid, dude.
Mason, Ohio. Yeah, I guess I could have said that, but the 20 miles north of Cincinnati is way more fun. Again, GameSwap Mason.
20 miles northeast of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I guess if you want to get technical. 270. I think I take 275 west to
Oh,
get
probably
here.
is Main.
No, you're right. Honestly, I don't even know.
Well, we're
I'm trying to think of if I
you
take.
go west, I think.
I go west. Yes.
Yeah, but you're also blue ass, which is really east and north. Because we go
Fair.
south to go to Clifton.
I don't know. We're talking specifics
'Cause
about
when you go
Cincinnati geography.
when you go to Oxford, you're mostly going like west, right?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
northwest,
Yeah.
basically. Oxford is where Hunter and I go to uni, as they say, over across the pond, Miami University of Ohio.
You ready to play a game?
Yeah, this is okay. An honorable way to do this. Just pick some cards, put them in the graveyard.
What is that?
He made him discard some lands in a search, and Ross Merriam,
Discard
the random elements of Burning
he's
Inquiry.
looking mad about it. Don't play random cards if you don't want random things to happen to you.
I can't imagine he's actually mad. Put on a show, dude. It's all part of the
I
performance.
am mad.
But his hand is looking pretty medium. Aside that, oh my goodness.
He's like almost all lands.
I think Ross made
Oh
him
my
discard
God.
all his lands with the with the Burning Inquiry. That is something I've never seen before.
I've
That's
never seen
awesome. That is amazing. Oh my God.
That is pretty horrible. That has got to be a bad feel.
Oh God, that is so funny. Like, get wrecked. That has got to be the sickest wreck I've ever seen. And into a Gurmag
Burning
Angler.
Inquiry. What a card.
Gurmag.
Oh, there we go.
Draws
Secret
a. What is that?
Fairy Conclave. Oh,
Fairy Conclave.
interesting.
I've not seen that card in a long time. I believe it's 2-mana activate to become a 2/1 flyer.
It was a staple in the
Fairies format.
not really, honestly.
Dang it.
It was a staple in the Jeskai Ascendancy decks.
Oh yes,
control list.
yeah, because you could activate it and then it'd
Start doing stuff.
start doing stuff. That was a sweet deck.
That was a sweet deck.
R.I.P. that deck. Dampening Sphere just officially murdered
Even-
that deck.
Even worse. I mean, I don't know. People are actually gonna play Dampening Sphere.
Probably.
Hey, how do you
I
feel
think
about
that card is worse than people think it
How do
is.
you feel about like a turn 4 opt to try to find a land?
Bottom, draw, pray.
You found a land. Or at least the backside of it.
He almost found a land.
You found half a land.
So I got to imagine this game is going to end rather shortly.
Dude, you never know.
I vote we play some slivers on stream. Where is the king himself? Don't know who you're referring to.
I think you know what he's talking about.
Salt
I
Maker.
know what he's talking about.
I think is he referring to
He's the guy from, he goes to the Kentucky.
the guy that
Head.
works at like two-headed games?
You're talking about David Applegate?
No, the other guy.
I don't know. Does he work there? I didn't know he worked
I think
there.
he works there. Yeah.
I know he's the guy that
The guy that
top-aided.
the top-hated.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does work at a store that is not this store. Less cool store. Still a good store, but less cool than this store. If that's who you're referring to, Salt
I
Maker.
assume so. He's the only one in the world that plays slivers.
Jun Guy, you are correct. This is the most competitive local game store in the area. I would for sure agree with you.
I mean, how many
Adam
times
Bowman is his name.
You
Yes,
don't
that
see
is
that many
totally
Ross
his name.
Merriam matches
Yeah, no, you don't.
in our local times.
You know, there's a reason why the SCG stalwarts are coming
Oh, that
over
was
to
exciting.
here. That was a game that was pretty cool. Had one cool thing going on that I was into. That being Bernie Inquiry, make you
was
discard all
funny.
your lands. That's pretty sick, you know.
Yeah, when you're watching like less formal matches, they kind of go about a lot faster because people are shortcutting stuff all the time.
And people are shortcutting, playing a little bit nicer, you know.
We're getting
not. What's up, fam?
I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom now.
He's gonna go to the bathroom. So you guys are gonna be sitting tight with your boy. Trying to think of some good stories.
I talked to them about nothing.
Talk to them about nothing. Okay. I guess. Let me think. Anything you guys in the chat want me to talk about? Somebody, whatever the next comment is, whatever it pertains to, I'll talk about that. Make it a little challenge. How about that? I'll wait here patiently. And we got 153, yo. I'm glad you guys are stopping by. I appreciate that. Oh, 149 now. The 4 people that left, go fuck yourself. How about that? Talk about my dick. I'm not going to talk about my dick. I'm sorry. I got really nothing to add. Talk about 4-color Death Shadow. Oh, you know what? I'm going to talk about my favorite Magic card. I'll break it down like a top 5. In no particular order, just cards I really, really like and seem to have a very common theme in decks I play. I'm going to say definitely up there, Young Pyromancer. I don't know if you guys have ever played with that card. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Basically any blue-red tempo deck. Those have always been my favorite archetype. Pretty much every time I've played Cube, actually, literally every single time I've played the Cube that we have, which actually we're sitting next to right here. It's called Ryan's the Healthiest. That is our Cube name. A little inside joke amongst our group of friends, which we can break down at some other point. Every single time I've played this Cube, it's basically just so everybody knows. It's like a powered Legacy Cube, but not like powered as in the sense of, or a powered Modern Cube, I should say, because mostly modern interactions with some Legacy cards and Legacy duels and all that jazz. But as I said, every single time I've played the format, I've had blue, red, X in some variety, just because I love, love, love those decks. Aside that, I would say something like Spell Snare is also a card that I just love the shit out of. Nothing better than countering a Tarmogoyf, in my opinion. That's one of the best feels of all time. Path to Exile also is going to get an honorable mention. I would say Restoration Angel and Birthing Pod are also up there. I think my favorite deck of all time was probably Kiki Pod. That was like the first deck I played once I kind of got into competitive Magic. And my God, those were some of the greatest times of my life. Which actually kind of, when I started playing was really at the tail end of the PTQ, not PPTQ, the PTQ kind of approach to competitive Magic, I guess, getting on the Pro Tour, however you want to define that or whatever you want to call it. I played in, actually, I believe the last one in Ohio, where I lost in a win and in against Jess Guy. I unfortunately I went for a second main phase Kiki Jiki combo, which ended up costing me the match, and kind of has been the most infamous play of my career, which I still get shit for to this day. Second main phase Kurz is what people often call me. Like, if they ever unban Pod, which I really, really seriously doubt, that day I'm buying all the cards to build Kiki Pod. They were asking me about my favorite cards, so I was talking about like Young Pyromancer, Spell Snare, Path to Exile, Restoration Angel, Kiki.
Just Guy cards I own.
Just Guy cards, also Pod,
And Pod.
a throwback.
And still Just Guy.
Basically, Just Guy cards, Pod. Now I'm really getting into Thoughtseize. Thoughtseizes just makes Magic so easy, you know.
Like,
when you see, just seeing your opponent's hand
that.
is so sickening. That it just makes life.
Yeah, that's just easy mode.
It is just easy mode,
For
but
both
it's
sides, it's dumb.
It's kind of fun. Fatal Push, I think.
Maybe you're just
in
in
the
the
next
circumstance. Maybe you just like every deck you play eventually.
Yeah, probably. I think Path may eventually take a back seat to Fatal Push in my eyes, because the reason I liked Path so much is just like, I don't care what it is, kill it.
Play swords.
And I think if I played swords, that would definitely be my favorite. But I think I've cast like 2 swords in my life, and they were both cube. I was talking about how every time I've played, I showed them the cube, by the way, and the Ryan's the healthiest.
Oh, nice. Let them know.
I told him I would
tell the story of why.
I did not tell the story yet. We can tell that later at some point.
That's a great story.
That is a good story. But how every time I've played, this cube, every single time I've drafted blue red something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I honestly cannot think of a single time.
Ones.
I did I did draft.
You also
blue
have Jason
once.
Mind Sculptor, so you know.
I think I first picked a Jace.
It's pretty fun.
It is pretty fun. Let's see. What's going on? Victor, you GDS? I do GDS. The W
You GDS, bro?
Rush.
You GDS, Nish?
I finished building Pod a week before it got bad. Feels bad, man. Haha. That's my response to that.
Wait, are they getting a free Mole 7 every time?
Is that Ross Merriam of Jeopardy fame?
Dude, I think they're doing a free Mole 7. Last one did that too.
There's just a bunch of nice guys here, you know? Everybody's trying to test.
It's not proper testing.
Not proper testing, I'm going to say that. But, you know. To each his own, I suppose.
I wonder if it's better to play the ball script.
Adam Olds is here. Is this a best of one? It is. It is a best of one. Adam, you are correct. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's Adam Olds. Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Actually. So,
I wonder, I can't tell if this computer just kind of looks fricked up or if he spelled it A-D-A-R-N. Because doesn't that kind of look like an R-N and not an M?
No.
A little bit? Doesn't that look a little wonky?
Let me see. I had to get over here.
No one knows.
No, I think it's an M. Isn't it? Maybe it's an RN. I don't know.
I think it's an RN. I'm going to lock it in. And the fact that he said no one knows, I think means he's trying to be a little bit cheeky here. Did the guy on the right get browned on Jeopardy? He did get browned on Jeopardy. I think he went all in on Final Jeopardy.
Merriam?
Yeah.
He did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been on Jeopardy. I want to see.
Why? Did he go Jeopardy?
Yeah, he's got stellar trivia knowledge, which is something I'm very envious of. I love trivia knowledge. That is my favorite thing of all time.
Really?
I used to go
so bad
for like a
trivia.
6-month period before I go to bed every night. I honestly kind of want to start doing this again. Maybe. It kind of sucked.
6-hour period?
No, for a 6-month period.
Okay.
What I would do before I'd go to bed, I just hit random on Wikipedia.
Well, that's not trivia, really.
Well, that's just to acquire trivia knowledge. Just like learn
that's just like
about random bullshit.
I don't know.
But the problem is, you have to like hit random like 6 times before you get to like a real article. The number of times you would just come to like the 1968 like some random soccer team in some random Scotland village, like that had like 2 paragraphs total. I was like, I'm not reading this. That would happen quite a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's been kind of interesting Wikipedia stuff.
The Lawrence/ONS you trivia once a week. You should go with them, Victor. No.
Yeah. Pass. There's trivia at Oxford.
There is trivia in Oxford, and I don't even go to that,
Yeah.
which I could go
You
drink
go
with
with our
people
friends.
I actually like to go out and have fun with, but
I go to it sometimes and then just pretend that I'm not doing trivia and just kind of hang out.
somebody should make a funny movie about Magic players and
Dude.
make it funny like Silicon Valley funny. Okay.
Trivia is definitely
Nice.
good for it's definitely good if you want to get girls out of trivia, and then like try to find a girl that's not interested in the trivia, just
Mhm.
there.
And
You can just kind of shit on trivia together.
Yeah,
a
that's
good
fair.
idea.
Shitting on stuff, I think, is the best way to bond with somebody. Now, I don't think I've paid attention once to what's going on in this game, but I do see an Etch champion with Metalcraft enabled
I mean, it's gonna be rough
with
for
a
Ross
cranial
Merriam.
plating attached.
I don't know if he has a way to win.
I've been on the opposite side of this table quite a lot.
He's
Oh,
at
and there's
one.
a galvanic blast in hand, just in
And
case.
he's at 1, I guess. I don't know. Is he really at 1?
He missed lethal that turn.
All right, fair enough. He could just play the ball scourge pre-combat.
He could have just, yeah, yeah,
You
actually.
think you would like?
You
No,
know,
but-
that's why we're testing, all right? That is why we're testing.
Yeah, whatever.
We're all here to learn, all right? This is a judgment-free zone.
You know,
Hunter.
you know what? You know, at least you don't have to worry about thinking you're playing right when you have S champion.
Victor should challenge Todd Stevens to a push-up contest.
Wait,
I don't want to
he gets-
embarrass Todd.
You conceded there. He played. Oh, he had a fetch land because he had a P and Kieran. I was wondering why he couldn't. Why he had to concede.
Oh,
They're blocking
yeah,
guys.
Pyrian Kieran
But
does block
he had a
as
fetch.
champion.
Unfortunately, so he was at 1 life with a fetch to play.
Hold up. Shh. Everybody shut up for a second. You couldn't really tell, but I fucking nailed it. That's what's up.
There's a lot of melee players in the back right now.
There's a lot of just people here in general right now. This is, I think, the most like populated I've ever seen this store. I believe we had like
Crazy.
40 modern players, like 35 standard players, and the whole back room is completely filled up.
I'm surprised we're
Which
getting
is-
like non-stop matches for this too.
I'm not too surprised. People, last time this was here, people were just like, it was insane.
Really?
It was insanity. Everybody wanted to get in on it, but you know me, I'm way too cool for that, so I didn't do it. But
We're just friends with these guys. We can hang out
yeah,
with
we're
them if
just
we want.
bros. We're just bros, dude. We're just some cool goons that are really super good at Magic and doing
I'm-
push-ups.
I need to get more push-ups.
Did Victor ever play Lax? I did not play Lax. I
I-
know I look like a Lax bro.
Dude, I would lift with the last bars all the time in high school.
I was a Rossler in high school, and I fucking abhorred it. I'm gonna say, like, and I'm very passionate about my disdain for that sport. That's something we can get into at a later date if anybody's actually really interested. But I'm a little offended that somebody asked me if I played Lax.
What?
If I'm gonna
There's
be
nothing wrong with
honest,
Lax.
there's a little bit
Lax-
wrong.
there's some cool
There's,
Lax play
there's
there.
nothing wrong with Lax, but when you say Lax, like that, definitely a lot of judgments happen
There's some
around
cool,
Lax.
A lot of the cool guys at our school were Lax people.
Is this a? I'm confused. Is this a joke? This is a Lax stream. Adam Olds teeing me up and then making fun of me.
I don't
you
know
know.
what you're saying.
Adam Olds asked me to challenge Todd Stevens to a push-up contest, and I said I don't want to embarrass him. And he said, "Nice, whoa." Can you
Wow.
get some Smash on stream? All right, Adam. You know we're not doing that. All right, this is a Magic stream only.
There's some,
Top Deck
okay,
Productions.
I want to say the Smash going on the backstage. There's also some HDTV Smash.
Ooh,
It's a rough
disgusting.
one. It's gross.
Disgusting. By the way, for those that don't know, for the uninitiated,
You're talking
you're
about this?
looking at a Cincy area god of Smash. I would say
Not even-
demigod.
Not even close anymore. Not,
Demi-
Connor just. I played Connor Law last night.
Mm-hmm.
He just pushed my shit in, dude. It was rough.
That's a rarity, right? Where would you land on the PRs of Cincinnati right now?
Number 2 still.
Number 2. Okay, well that's not a bad place to be. First loser,
Connor's just by far the best. He's been meeting like some top 50 players pretty consistently. He's probably top 50 now. In the world.
and that's the kid that's out here right now.
Yeah, he has my. He's
Yeah,
borrowing a dex right now.
There is the best
Cincy player.
the best Cincy melee Smash player. The two best are sitting here right now.
I know all of you Magic players are interested in knowing about this.
I'm sure there's a where does Ragu rank?
I don't know. Probably he doesn't play, but he probably
Yeah.
like top 5 still.
Ragu is also a kind of a Magic player. He floats around now and then.
Cool guy, Aaron.
Cool guy, Aaron. He is a cool guy.
All right, we get some more matches going. Who are insane at melee? I don't know about insane at melee. I was watching them play. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we got our
They were
spotter
playing-
monkey is talking about his friends that are gods.
I
Smash.
saw them play on the.
I bet they
HDTV.
down B with Kirby.
No, they were doing double lasers and stuff, but they still didn't have a neutral or anything.
Ooh.
I was watching that.
See, I don't even know what those words mean, so I know you know what you're talking about.
Wow. These big words all the time, and
well, not even big words, just like specific words. It's like you don't realize how like hard it is to understand Magic terminology until like you hear other people talk about like their thing and just like use words in such like weird spots.
Whatever your interest, whatever your niche hobby is, you try to talk about it. Yeah.
Like, oh, I got bolt snap bolted. Like if you just said that to a person, like that's so easy to understand once you've played competitive Magic for a second. But ooh, look at Jake taking a pick.
This is going right on our Twitter feed.
You guys will see that on Twitter, Top Deck Productions. See that on Instagram, also Top Deck Productions.
We lost like 30 people talking about that Smash thing. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Probably shouldn't do that.
So,
as much as I love Smash, ooh, we got Tron. Mono Tron versus Blue Moon.
Okay, I think this will be an interesting matchup. I think a lot of times people think that Blood Moon is either the best card or does nothing against Tron.
I don't know how they think it does nothing.
That happens all the time, and I really think that's just like foolish.
How can you think that?
But I agree that Blood Moon does not do enough if you don't have dat pressure.
I don't think you really need that much pressure, honestly.
You need some amount of pressure.
Because
I mean, a turn 6 Worm Coil. That's
you have counter
real.
spells in your deck. You're gonna
that
have
is yes. That's
Command just like laughs at that.
That is fair. And it looks like I believe I see a Blood Moon, but
he has no blue source.
He has no blue sources. A bold man.
Yeah, this is interesting.
A bold man. Let's see what happens.
He's got a P and Kieran in hand though, which is pressure if he draws no land.
But yeah, no other lands. He's also got a Serum Visions. He's got the ability. I mean, if he doesn't draw a land, does he do anything?
Does Tron play any ways to kill Blood Moon main deck? Besides like Karn?
Let's see. Let's see. We have the lists in front of us.
Well, it's not his list.
In general, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I don't think they play anything.
Oh, wait, no, we don't have his list. You're right.
Yeah,
they're foolish. Just somebody else is playing it here. Where is that list? I thought I could have sworn
only
we had
one
that.
game for these matches. Yeah, they have O-Stone. All those. I guess O-Stone's actually kind of a reasonable way. Play turn 3.
Yeah,
kill
O-Stone.
turn 5. Yeah, okay. I like that. Good
Here,
call. Good call.
Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunter. If you Ceaseless Hunger, if you can get to 10 mana.
I mean, you got ways to kill it, the big mana stuff, but no, there's no small mana things to kill it.
I'm curious as to if Connor's playing any All Is Dust. If he had some of those, like the list we have here that one of the gentlemen is playing tonight.
Oh, is he playing All Is Dust in that list?
2 All Is Dust.
He's not even playing Dodgy Temple, is he?
No.
Look how few lands they play. Probably next. How nice. Play 19 lands.
Damn. Well, 19 lands and then
a million ways to search.
A million ways to get the lands.
It's still a nice field to register 19 lands.
1 Ghost Quarter. I feel like they normally play more Sanctum of Ugins. I feel like they always have a Sanctum of Ugin against me.
Well, you can always just tutor.
Lightning Bolt, you go. See, these are the games where Blood Moon doesn't do much because guess what's gonna happen? Exactly what I said.
Well, it'd be a lot better if you had any way to do anything.
Yes. And he draws a Jace, just how we drew it up. Bolt you.
GG.
Well, he's got a bolt. Otherwise, he'll just have to go to cleanup, right? Oh, or he can just.
You thought you were scared of the first one. How about another one? Dude, that's kind of. Nah, it's not even a thing. I don't think you'd even kill it if Karn if you wanted to.
So, I think this is a good.
Playing Walking Ballista. I guess you will spend one too.
Yeah, I feel like Connor. I feel like I've seen him play 2. I play against him a fair bit. He's been Troning people for a long time. Tron of every variety.
Yeah.
And he does kind of know what's up, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's too difficult to know what's up with Tron, but
GG. He knows how to cast those spells.
He knows how to cast spells. He knows how to not plus his Karn and actually just make it so your opponent straight up can't win.
In both ways, I think we're.
I don't think there was a lot you could do to lose there.
Yeah, that's been pretty impressive.
Sup, fam? Let's see. I'm going to, in this time period, I think this is a good time to check chat. I'm just going to try to make that a common theme. Can Hunter move the mic closer to his mouth? Can you do that, Hunter?
I cannot.
He cannot do that. I'm sorry, Adam.
Better?
Let's see.
Come on.
Blue Moon. Oops. Get this shit out of here.
Hopefully we see more Tron. That was fun.
Blue Moon is shit, says Modern the mid-ranging.
I could fuck with that in the comment. I used to play a lot of
How
Blue
does
Moon, but I don't
Blue
think
Moon
it's good
work?
now.
You cast Blood Moon and play blue cards. I don't know what else to tell you.
Blue Moon, I mean, I think the strategy, yeah, you cast Blood Moon and play blue cards. It's easy to counter one thing a turn as well when they can only cast one spell a turn off their basics.
And
so
they might have like some number. I don't think we actually got a list.
it
for
kind of
the Blue
limits
Moon.
their options. No,
I'm curious as to if he has like anything like Spreading Seas also in his deck, just to really stick that dagger in. If they do get the basic, just fucking turn that into
that
a
was sweet.
island.
I'm sure they do play Spreading Seas. They probably
Because
play.
I mean, you can also Spreading Seas your own land, which comes up a fair bit, I would
happens a lot.
imagine.
Yeah.
Um,
He played 2 Solar Falls in his list. That's kind of more than I would expect to play too. Solar Falls and Blood Moon are kind of a combo.
It is a bit of an combo. Now, I mean, that was just a really unfortunate kind of draw there. I wonder, like,
If Solar Falls was an island, he probably would have won that game.
probably, yeah, because then he could have Serum Vision and started
All
digging,
nonsense, yeah.
just putting all those Jaces to the bottom, which were uncastable. We got Brent Rogers on Humans against Blue Moon. I think this will be an interesting matchup because,
Blood Moon's pretty good against humans.
well, it's either good or does nothing. Aether Vial gives them abilities to play around it, and they do have Mana Dork, so there is a chance they can play some
They can
magic.
kill the Mana Dorks.
They can't kill the Mana Dork, so
Aether Vial's definitely
basically I think it comes down to if they have, like, Aether Vial.
something. Yeah.
And if
It's definitely a good
Ross
matchup
doesn't
for
have
Blood
Blood Moon.
I
You know.
would say it's a good matchup for Blood Moon, for Blue Moon decks.
I would generally agree. I think like you can get
You can
cheeky.
electrolyze and stuff too.
Yeah, you do have the electrolyzers and stuff. Like Meddling Mage ain't great. Like you can name Lightning Bolt, but then like I'm pretty sure I saw a Harvest Pyre in Ross Merriam's list or in his hand last game.
Do they pay the pros to do this?
I don't know. I imagine it's out of the kindness of their heart.
I don't know. I kind of get the vibe that there's some table going on. Victor has a cute face.
I do have a cute face, I would agree, but I'm pretty biased. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. I'm seeing an Aether Vial. Am I seeing lands though? What's he got cooking over there? What do you think about humans?
good.
What are your thoughts?
It's a good deck.
Would you play the humans deck ever? What would have to happen for you to play humans?
I'm not super opposed to it. I'd play it more than like John or something.
It does have a lot more play than I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I like cards like Meddling Mage. The cards are sick. Like Meddling Mage and
Yeah, Meddling Mage is a
Reflector Mage is
a
cool.
test. Ooh, looks like Ross Merriam is realizing he's got a little marked sleeve. I could definitely see it on the reflection. Thank you, Gatewatch 007 for following. Much appreciated.
I'd play that deck if I had to, but I would rather just play a different deck, honestly. Like, there's a lot of other cooler decks in Modern.
Yeah,
But if it was like a deck, if it was like a tournament that was,
I
like,
think when it comes to like, it may be the best aggressive deck that
I
you
can
can
agree
play
with
right
that.
now, like that or Affinity or something. And I just Affinity, I'm kind of a little hesitant to play
I would
just
never play
because
Affinity.
I hate losing the sideboard cards. I just hate being stonewalled by
Yeah.
sideboard
I
cards.
play enough Affinity and like Pauper and stuff to be like, this is just a miserable deck. I hate myself when I play it. Every card is just the worst.
It is Affinity
hate
does.
mulligan all the time.
I think Affinity has like the most play maybe of any Modern deck though.
No.
I think I could hear an argument for that.
No.
Just now.
No. Dude, that deck's not that hard to play. Maybe like 1 in 10 games there's like some.
I think 90% of 90 to 95% of wins are like pretty easy to pick up, but those 5% are that curve is so high. It's so difficult.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I think you would be incredibly good with Affinity just because you're very math oriented.
I don't think it's that different. You just count it out.
Well, because you are a math person.
Maybe.
I don't think I wouldn't play Affinity
I don't
because
think
I would be bad at
the
it.
lines aren't as complicated as people make them out to be, I think.
Well, I don't think they're like as complicated, but it's picking the right line more.
Yeah.
So it's the difficult part. It's like, okay,
There's
like
definitely
do
a
I
lot
go
of
all
lines.
in right now?
That's
Like,
definitely a thing to think about.
like being able to be smart enough or like well versed with the deck enough to know when you go all in and when you don't, I think is hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not brave enough to make that decision most of the time.
I could wager that. No, maybe not. It's probably harder than humans, but I don't know if it's.
So Ross Merriam is opting in response to this Kitesail freebooter, and he's bottoming and he's drawing. I'm interested to see. I'm wondering.
Vanillion Click, Blood Moon.
Ross Merriam
His hand
or
is-
Brent says, "What are you doing? Why?" When he reveals his hand.
Yeah, I don't know why his hand's
I
not
don't
that
know
good.
why this hand is really not good against him. What are the, is that a
Probably just
Vendilion click?
Take Remand and
Is
call
that
it a day.
2 Vendilion clicks?
No, if you click Remand, 2 Blood Moons.
V click remand.
Just take Remand and call it a day, right?
Yeah, probably. That's the only
Unless
thing
you never
you.
wanna
Unless if
cast
you
spells
want to
again.
take one Blood Moon and try to take the next one next turn. I mean, if he has a Meddling Mage in his hand, though, and he can Meddling Mage name Blood Moon next turn, that seems dirty.
That would be dirty.
That seems dirty.
This hand looks not very good. I would wager this is looking very good for the humans play right
Yeah.
now.
If I'm playing humans right now, I'm wondering how
There's
I
no
lose
bolts
this
or
game.
anything.
Is this Gatewatch? Has that been here the whole time?
What? Game
I look, this Gatewatch is not following. It's been
Oh,
here
has it?
forever.
That's funny.
I've just not
I
realized.
haven't noticed it either.
Okay, yeah. Well, we got our spotter working on it, trying
Horizon Canopy's a sick card.
to fix it. Horizon Canopy is a very powerful magic
he's
card.
got
I
his-
really hope he's got the.
He's gonna slam a 3/3 haste guy right now.
I-
And slam Thalia. This is brutal from House Merriam. I wonder if he casts Thalia before he untaps. He should, or puts in Thalia. I guess he'll probably put on the attack step to increase the human count. Rip.
Not looking good. So
Anger of Gods isn't even
getting
good
attacked for 7. Have you? Is he dead next turn?
here. Yeah, he's got to be dead next turn. Unless, I mean, he's got to like the block, so he's not really dead next turn, but
Pretty damn close
it
to
ain't,
dead.
it ain't looking good.
He's drawing all these lands. At least he can. If he casts a Blood Moon here, he
Can't
can
even
play
cast it.
spells. Oh, he can't. He cannot cast here, unfortunately.
You'd just be down on board if he cast it, so.
But he could cast spells because he has islands this time.
I guess he wouldn't have been dead on board, but he'd been dead to any creature in hand.
A little bit of redraws here, I imagine, are going to be happening before combat.
This is. What's the guy's take? Nadon. Your name is so bright, I can't even read it from over here.
Down boats.
Why is that even allowed to be that
yeah,
bright?
that color is cancerous. What was drawn? I don't know.
We are
Purple
playing.
Potion. Shout out to Purple Potion.
Yo.
But our spotter just typed Purple Potion question mark. So I'm wondering if that's an accident.
I think you're saying that to write out the name of the person. Oh, that's the name.
That is the
That's
name.
not that's not what I was talking about, honestly, but whatever. Good job, Purple Potion. Thanks for following.
Yeah,
got
shout
fun
out.
match.
Shout out to you, Purple Potion. I wonder what that's a reference to. I mean, that's got to be a reference to something.
Your Purple Potion's sick. It restores your mana and your hit points.
Oh, is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or?
It's this thing in like all in modes and stuff. It's a thing in like Zelda too.
In Zelda.
You know Purple Potion? It's in Wind Waker.
I didn't really play Wind Waker. I tried to play Wind Waker, but the sailing just gave me
Yeah,
AIDS.
that was rough.
The sailing was so horrible. I even bought the remake. I was so hype about it
And you
because I
still
never played
sailed?
it, and then I was just like, "This is the
Why
worst shit
I
of
can't
all
believe they didn't
time."
fix the sailing. They could have just remade it and then fixed the sailing. That's all they could have to do.
Yeah, they could have like made it like
A fast
triple
forward
time
button,
or something. So a bit of a clinic there. Brent Rogers wiping his hands. He's probably a little bit nervous there. His hands were sweating.
Some ASMR in the yeah, Zelda. Yeah,
Zelda.
see, exactly. So,
Shout out.
I mean, it's kind of like an everything, honestly. Purple is just generally, it's red and blue. So red is healing,
Mhm.
and then blue is mana, and then purple is both.
And green is stamina.
No.
Sometimes.
We don't play fucking Breath of the Wild here.
Did you play Breath of the Wild?
I have not played it at all.
It is a great fucking
I want to
game.
play it.
It's a great game. I found out if you can probably borrow my Wii U at some point because I found out that if you make like a new user, you can like play additional saves.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So for a long time, I was like didn't want anybody to play because I didn't want them to delete my profile. But now it's an option.
I'd be down.
I'm thinking about rebuying it because I have it for the Wii U, and I'm thinking about rebuying it for the Switch just because it was so awesome.
It's really
Yeah,
that's
I
pretty
love.
crazy.
Like I didn't play. I wasn't like a big Zelda dude really at any point.
Do that.
But my God, I loved.
I've heard great
I
things.
loved Breath of the Wild. Lol. Laughing out loud. What the fuck? Wind Waker sailing was 100% fine. The only real issue was the game was released 6 months too early, and they had 2 to 3 dungeons for the Triforce quest. Well, Moosefer,
Well, don't give me that
It's
shit. There was
almost-
plenty of dungeons for the Triforce quest.
it's
There was the freaking eye dungeon, the one in the tower. This guy.
it's almost like people have different opinions on things. You know,
No.
people should agree with me all the time. I thought I had my phone
I think
charger.
Wind Waker has been ubiquitously told as like having the sailing being annoying. Well, you can do stuff while sailing, which is kind of cool. You can like
Mhm.
fight mobs and stuff, but Sometimes you just don't want to spend 20 minutes going through your next
Yeah, and
exercise.
I remember the first time I fought like one of those like big like kraken creatures. I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. And then like the 6th time, I was like, like leave me alone. But that was just my experience.
That's just real world.
I played it for like 14 hours and just stopped.
Blue Moon is basically shit. Yeah, I can agree with that opinion.
I probably
Again.
wouldn't play Blue Moon. You played Blue Moon for a while though.
Yeah, but the times have changed.
Yeah, times have changed. That definitely. I
That's
guess
back when Burn wasn't a thing, really. It was barely a thing.
Burn was barely a thing. Was Jitaxian Probe legal when you
Yeah,
played?
it was legal.
Damn.
And I didn't play.
That feels like
forever or anything.
ancient times now.
Yeah.
Man.
And I didn't play just Blue Moon. I splashed green in the sideboard, or white sometimes.
I think
Blood Moon was just really good back then.
Blood
It's
Moon
not
was
as good anymore. Honestly.
Black Green Eldrazi. It's good against Eldrazi
It's
decks
good.
with
It was
Tron
really good.
lands.
Bane Eldrazi was the biggest aggro deck at the time, or like aggro thingy, and that was you couldn't lose that matchup.
Oh yeah. They literally had
Yeah.
nothing they could do. I don't think they had any colorless sources in their deck, so they couldn't cast Thought Nuts or Reality Smashers.
They had like they had ways to kill it. I don't think they really had ways to kill it. Yeah, that's a bad.
They had
match.
like, I honestly I cannot recall. Yeah, but I do.
They had-
No, they
they had
EE.
engineer explosives,
They had
yeah.
EE. They could preemptively EE.
that was a rough one for him.
Sorry guys, I'm texting right now. I got.
Bay.
I'm not texting a Bay.
Yeah, how's the? I guess I'm not gonna ask you that on the stream.
Bachel,
I was gonna ask you about Anne.
given up.
Yeah.
Totally given up. Happily.
I think
happily.
That's, yeah, I think
I was
the right way to approach it.
horrendously fixated on this one female, everybody, and then
We've all been there.
yeah, we've all been there. Just like this irrational fixation that like I couldn't describe, but it was just like innate. And then I eventually ended up giving up on
Gemstone
it.
Caverns in the draw.
Fuck yeah,
Fuck,
I'm into that.
What's he discarding? That card would be
the
really
little
good.
reminder that actually that card is not just straight up busted.
Ooh, it's like Ancient Stirrings.
That's interesting. Oh, he's playing red-green Eldrazi, which is kind of cool. This is a deck I've been wanting to
Why
see.
Is he acting like Ancient Stirrings?
I don't know.
He got 2 Caprice and Forest in his hand. That
Maybe-
seems bad. Why you don't need another Forest? You already have a land play. Whatever.
You know, I definitely don't agree with that. I don't see his hand in entirety, but I don't know if I agree with that. But I do think this deck is sweet. It's like, just like Bloodbraid plus Eldrazi,
Yeah, that's cool.
which, like, I think if I was gonna play an Eldrazi-ish deck,
You played the most fake Eldrazi deck there is.
yeah, I'd play that. Yeah, precisely. But I just the Eldrazi deck.
I'd play Black White Eldrazi. That deck's kind of cool.
I'm
You
not
play
into that
Eldrazi
at all.
Processor?
I'm not in that at all.
I wouldn't play any of them, honestly, but if I was going to play one, that would be the one I'd play.
How much would you have to get paid to play? Shoot,
Burn? That's what I would
Eldrazi
say.
Tron.
God.
Like the worst deck ever, in my opinion. And I assume it's pretty
I'd rather
similar
play
to
that
you.
than normal Tron, honestly.
How much would you have to get paid to play Tron at a tournament? Like, how much would you have to get
Like
paid?
like a full day tournament?
Yeah, like an open.
I mean,
At-
they had to pay for the tournament. It's
Okay.
And then probably like $10 on that. Maybe 20. Yeah, probably
So
20.
basically like
Honestly,
$100.
I'd rather just probably enter maybe $100. Yeah, because I'd rather probably just play my deck at the open for $50 of my own money instead of play. You know, there has to be a real big incentive for me to want to play this stupid Tron deck.
Thought Not Seer's being cast. Let's see if it resolves.
Let's see.
Oh wait, there's a little bit of blue here. I'm seeing a little.
Oh yeah, like, I mean,
Seeing a little Yavimaya Coast.
This is some
A little Logic Not for One. No respect for the Simian Spirit Guide.
It's kind of didn't this deck used to play Simian Spirit Guide too?
I don't know.
Deck I think did.
I pretty
Some
much
must have.
always delved one greater than I needed to, unless if I knew for sure they
well,
weren't playing Simian.
Yeah. some
One
must
time I was playing against Scape Shift, like a Through the Breach
I hear
Scape
you
Shift,
told me this, yeah.
and I
Well, it definitely plays.
I did it for 2 extra. So it was basically mana leak. And he had 1 mana untapped and paid for it. No, I think he actually had no mana untapped and just straight up like
Triple
3,
Stage, right? That's a classic.
which was pretty disgusting. I remember when Amulet Bloom was a deck.
Ooh, great deck.
Like in its fully powered form, I had several mana leaks paid for with Simian Spirit Guides, which always just
So this is
made me want to
looking
end my
pretty
life.
good for Blue Moon right now. You can find a Blood Moon. He's in great shape. And Blood Moon just locks him out like most things right now. And
Yeah.
he's got a lot of mana open.
Unfortunately, he does not have it. And I think David France is saying, like, don't Blood Moon me, bro, please.
I don't think he has anything in hand that's relevant either. He's got a Jace, which is pretty good.
Jace the Mind Sculptor is a
Surprised he
card
didn't
that
slam
is
Jace,
good.
honestly, right there. Maybe he drew it.
I think he might. I think he might have drawn it. Also, are you fearful of
Maybe I just take up.
I mean, he's got a lot of haste in his deck.
Yeah,
He's got Reality Smasher.
Reality is a rough one against
Yeah,
Jace.
Reality Smasher just kind of do Jace's dirty. And I think David is actually being pretty smart here and holding it back a little bit, kind of deploying his littler threats first.
I don't think he has anything in hand that's not relevant.
I think he's got a Reality Smasher. I thought I saw one floating around. I could be wrong. But Ross also did know about that Eldrazi Obligator because I believe those were mandated
About the
earlier.
Ancient Stirrings being exiled.
Say what?
Still kind of mad about the Ancient Stirrings being exiled.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Like this whole time, you just get whatever card you want.
I'm curious as to what this blue is for. I'm really curious. I wonder, like, is there an activated ability or something?
This is
that I'm thinking of?
the Eldrazi's Drowner.
The Drowner of Hope?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's playing
And
that.
the 2/1 too. But
And the 2/1, the Eldrazi Mimic?
the 2/1 makes the guy Sky Spawner.
Oh, Sky Spawner. Show for 5. Let's see. So it has resolved. He is attacking.
I think you could double bolt.
And Ross didn't
Ross has
play
2 bolts, so I think it would not be great to do that though.
Oh, that feels bad. Does he have 5 cards in hand? If he can do that and then play a Jace,
Ain't bad.
I've heard worse things.
I think he has 4 cards in hand.
But this red-green deck honestly kind of chews through Jace. Now I'm thinking about it, they got Eldrazi Obligator, 3/1 haste, Reality Smasher, 5/5 haste, and Bloodbraid Elf, 3/2 haste.
What do you think about this mana base against Blood Moon though?
You know, I would be stoked if I had a Blood Moon in my hand right about now. Like I'm curious as to what Ross is going to do with this Jace eventually, because I can see an
Harvest Pyre in
argument.
his hand. Oh, Harvest Pyre's sick here.
Oh, Harvest Pyre is sick. Hell yeah.
I forgot there's a card. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And he's got to exile 5, correct? And then discard a card?
Maybe you go 7 so you don't get by the Student Spirit by the Mutagenic Growth.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
No, probably not.
Well, you'd have to do 8.
8? 7?
Because it'd be a 7/7. Oh, never mind. I'm foolish. What is going on? Shut up. I didn't say that. Ooh, Stubborn Denial. Maybe he's playing that Stubborn Denial off the Yavimaya Coast. I saw that.
It's time to slam one.
Time to slam one. I presume he's going to Brainstorm.
Yeah.
1, a 2, a 3.
It's like a Brainstorm.
And he even got the fetch.
Yeah.
But
he wants all the cards. Though.
Yeah, I imagine having the secondary Jace is probably not. But I actually think he has 2 fetches in hand. So we can kind of decide what he wants. And I think this is smart putting that snap on top in case if he gets Thought Knotted here. He basically has to take the bolt, which like really wouldn't even be good. I guess you can just bolt his face in response and then let him miss. Unsummon it with Jace. Oh, baby.
Harvest Pyre is shown worker. If he does fall notice here, he actually has a Harvest Pyre to deal with it.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
The Snapcaster. Because these blue red decks usually struggle a lot to deal with like really big guys.
Shout out to Kelder. What a guy. Or girl. I need to stop yelling in Hunter's ear.
Why is it so loud?
I removed it off of one ear for comfort purposes. Now I'm rocking. I'm not even on both ears. It's not on.
That's
because
nice,
it's kind of getting a little bit annoying.
It's just kind of loud.
Thought not
you're exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he played around it well, and I'm glad I spotted it, and I gotta.
Dude, everything's coming out Millhouse, you know.
I guess he did keep one of the Jaces in his hand, but he doesn't really care. He doesn't care. Jace gets exiled, and it's that. Is it going to be the bolt?
Bolt.
Ooh, I guess it probably would have been a little bit better then for him to put both on top, but he had to have exactly both of those cards. So I'm curious as to what our boy Ross is going to do.
Snap Harvest Pyre.
Yeah, snap. I mean, but he also could just like snap, target something, block bolt or something if he plays something else, like like if he plays like a Reality Smasher.
He wouldn't attack then, I assume.
Well, if he has a Reality Smasher, he can he block target Harvest Pyre?
You can just block target remand if you remand this thing. Ooh, okay. Blood Elf. This will be interesting.
All right, spin the wheel. Let's see it.
This is like uncomfortable in a different way.
Oh. Yeah, you can't really win. And this is a pretty sick value engine against the Blue Moon deck. So I imagine Ross is gonna snap,
Still
Harvest
bases.
Pyre, block the
Bloodbraid Elf. That seems like a
Bloodbraid
good
Elf,
play.
have a card in hand. Fetching again. Presumably grabbing an island.
Try to draw Blood Moon.
I mean, if he draws Blood Moon, the game is close to over. This, I'm wondering how many colored sources he has, like any wastes or anything. I don't really know. I'm not really too familiar with these red-green decks.
Just hoping to dodge, I think.
I probably should become more familiar with it, considering I'm playing
Modern
in,
tomorrow.
Modern
Sure.
tomorrow.
Get with it. We probably should look at a list tonight. Are you still going to Tim's tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. I got
some sleep.
I got assistance. Who needs sleep when you have Vivance? that's my mentality.
That's true.
I have a prescription, you know. Get at me.
ADHD boys.
I'm sure people can figure out that I suffer from at least something. I mean, everybody suffers from something. Ooh, Field of Ruin. You can cut them off blue, maybe.
So still no Blood Moon.
Ooh, actually, Cavern of Souls. I would happily blow up a
It
Cavern.
doesn't really do anything. We don't have any Cavern Souls in hand, though.
Ooh, he's tapping a lot of mana here.
Another Reality Smasher?
Dude, Ross Merriam has worked through a hell of a lot of good cards this game.
Yeah, we got another one.
And he's got another one.
He doesn't have an answer. Yeah, right. He's going to probably bolt the... Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, I've done that a lot. About the worst feeling ever.
Oh.
Revealing another 2-for-1. This deck really is just mono 2-for-1s. Is there a card in this deck that is not a 2-for-1? Is it?
It's a 2-for-2.
Well, if they can kill it. If they can't, it's like the sickest 2-for-1 ever. And now, what's Ross doing?
Probably Cavern Souls.
Yeah, I gotta imagine Cavern. Maybe he can draw like maybe. Oh, he's pondering. Oh, he's thinking.
I don't want to.
Well, so I assume he's just untapping here because that mountain should be tapped. Okay, yeah, he's. Oop.
Concede.
Not quite. He's got a couple. Actually, maybe concede. There's a
Bloodbraid Elf
chance.
next turn.
Yeah, Bloodbraid Elf is certainly going to make this hard. He's probably looking through his deck to figure out what exactly he's got going on. So I wonder, do you think if Ross put the Jace also on top of his deck, he would be in a better position here?
Yeah, better
like
position,
if his
not.
hand, when he was thought not seared, was 2 fetches bolt.
Hey, definitely better, but he still would have had the Jace die pretty much immediately.
But then he would have another Jace.
Well, the second Jace would die from the Rally Smasher. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not like oof,
A swing and a miss.
not 2-for-1.
That's kind of he went from like being an 80% chance to lose to like a 75 because of that miss on the cascade.
I would say it was more like 98 to like 95. But
all right, semantics.
if you tell me 70% chance
we
to
got
win
169 viewers. That's what I'm all about.
The 70% chance to win or lose is not low at all, or high at all. I feel like they have like I don't know.
Let's see it. P and Kieran. Yeah, that's a card.
That's the thing.
That's a thing. Does he have to? Does Reality Smasher make you discard on spells or abilities?
No, just spells.
Just spells. So he can block and throw both of the Thopters if he has enough mana. I don't think
just
he does.
throw one. But he can block with 2 guys and then throw the third one.
Yeah.
Kill Ice Master. So he's in parity. Besides the 3/2 guys.
Yeah, besides the 3/2. And it seems like David has just always had like at least 2 cards in hand this whole game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's just been.
I think he has another bolt in his hand.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had like another Dismember, just like any removal spell really to kind of break up.
Yeah, what he wants
this
to do
Pia and Kieran. Like, I mean, because I got to imagine Ross is priced into doing some sort of blocking.
Stubborn Knight will be sick in this deck. You're right. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. It's kind of hard though because you don't have that many blue sources. You like Cavern of Souls and stuff.
You're
For
2
blue.
and Gemstone Cavern sometimes.
Sometimes, on like every few games.
Can you only activate Gemstone Cavern, like use its ability if you're on the draw, or does it
Yeah,
also
only
work
on
on
the
the
draw.
play?
It would be really silly on the play, honestly. Card see a lot more play.
So, shout out to Gutter Prime.
Go to 1.
Ross is at 1 by the skin of his teeth.
Bolt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sandbringer?
I have no idea what that is.
I think
It's an Oath of the Gatewatch card.
Or is it a Drowner of Hope? What is that card?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got to be an Endbringer, right? Endbringer's 6 mana, right?
So is Drowner of Hope, but I'm not sure which one.
Well, Drowner of Hope, I feel like they should make that card look a little bit more blue. And that wasn't an oath, was it?
This is the. I'm not sure. I don't really know, honestly, these sets.
And a long, hard-fought game.
was that
Never
card?
saw Blood Moon that whole game, which is rather unfortunate. I
Endbringer
didn't
promo.
really
Okay.
even have one coming
Thank you,
up
chat.
close.
That makes sense.
That is an Endbringer promo.
He is at one.
Shout out to the chat.
One life at both Endbringer and play is rough.
Yeah, that's not typically where you want to be.
Dude, Endbringer is the most unimpressive card ever. It's like
Endbringer is a
it's just a
card-
win more card.
I've always been very meh
Yeah.
about Endbringer.
It's like 6 mana. Like I guess I lose if I can't kill this, but I should be able to win.
Is it the best 6 mana
Eldrazi?
colorless Eldrazi? I can't.
Probably.
Like Oblivion Sower, is that 6 mana?
8 mana, dude. Isn't it? No, it is 6 mana.
I
It's
think
8
it's
mana.
6 mana. It's like it's 4/7 though.
I mean, you're right. It's 6 mana.
Yeah,
you're
let's look. We got Gatherer up on this
There's
computer
a
right now.
void hollow or whatever the guy's name is too.
Oblivion.
I think-
So.
I mean, I think
What's
it's
up,
bad.
fam?
It's
You
probably
can
bad Lewis,
see
sorry.
you can see these headphones got uncomfortable, so I'm not actually wearing them in my ears anymore. But I'll go back. I'll go back for you guys.
Squad.
Because I care. Gotta keep up the appearances. Oblivion Sower. I'm gonna check the chat momentarily. Don't you worry. It is 6 mana. Called it. It was a 5/8. It said 4/7. 5/8 is the weirdest power toughness thing
It's up there.
like, not ratio, but that I've ever seen. Ross Merriam, WTF. Earthbound to Eric went 3-1 with Jundonite. Shout out to Earthbound Eric. We're very proud of you here at Top Deck Productions. And I know it seems like I'm being sarcastic.
3-1's
and a-
pretty
and a
respectable
bit
at this card
cheeky.
shop.
I'm not. Is it at this card shop?
I don't know. Good
Yeah.
question.
Are you at this card shop,
Respect-
Earthbound Eric?
regardless,
Earthbound to
respectable.
Eric. But if you did go 3-1 here at GameSwap Mason, the most competitive store in the tri-state area, that actually is impressive. I would agree with that. A lot of good people here.
I've done it once.
I've done it exactly one time. That's it. You know why? Because I'm always 4-0ing. Or 0-4ing. One of the two.
We swing,
and
we
by
only swing
0-4ing
one way.
By 0-4ing, I mean 0-2 leave to go get canes most often. That's the typical line.
No dancing roll. Sad.
No Dancing Roll, even though I should go there more often. Dancing Roll is a pretty bomb sushi place that you can go to if you ever come here. Half-price sushi.
I want to see
all the time.
some legacy.
Yeah, I wonder, is Brennan DeCandio ever getting up on the
Blue
stream?
red.
If we could get an update as to
Sneak and attack.
what the schedule
That
is
would be
looking
cool.
like with the rest of our players, I'm curious. I know the chat is just losing their minds for Brennan DeCandio. That's all they're saying. We want Brennan. You know what I'm saying? Earthbound to Eric. Lol, I'm not from the States, but everyone at my FNM plays Metadecks. Okay, shout out. Are you by chance from Italy? Earthbound to Eric?
Why Italy?
Because I've gotten 3 messages from Italian players on my Facebook. It's really weird. Apparently Top Deck has a big
Italy
Italian
How
following.
does it just randomly? Just like a random little
I don't know what it is.
That's cool.
I think it's actually super dope. And every time they send me messages, I'm always thrilled because I'm like, I feel like a worldly citizen interacting with Italians.
Dude, Italy is a sick place. The coolest place in
All
Europe.
the kids love Brandon the Candy Yo.
Agreed.
That's kind of funny. Like 3 out of 10. I'm smiling. It's funny enough to make me laugh. He's Canadian, eh? Okay, I'm into that.
Canada.
That's basically America Light. No, actually Australia.
I like that
believe is
Canadians make fun of
American
themselves with the A a lot. I feel like they make fun of themselves more than Americans make fun of
Yeah,
them.
Probably.
I feel like every
Did
Canadian
you ever
person I've
see
met has done
Operation Canadian Storm?
that. Is it the South Park movie?
No, that's our movie.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. I never saw it, but I heard about it.
Well, it's RIP at this point because it got copyrighted. So
do you know how to save somewhere?
I think Ryan has it saved on his computer somewhere, but I think he got a new computer, which is the problem.
I gotta find the old one.
Yeah, because somebody reported
How long is the
it.
movie?
It's like 11 minutes, I want to
Okay.
say.
That's pretty good.
We uploaded it to reddit.com/r/funny, and it got downvoted like 30 times. And I was sad. But I thought it was some quality content. I say A, non-ironically, but I've heard more Canadians say a boot than I've
A
heard more
boot.
Americans say
A boot.
a boot than Canadians.
I can
That is
respect that.
really fun. It is really fun to say a boot.
A boot. How many mooses have you dealt with?
Also known as
Anton.
meese.
Moosei.
Yeah, is it? Do you deal with? Well, do you live close to the border? I'm curious because I remember I saw like some like picture that was like 90% of Canadians live below this line. It was like 1 inch above the border.
I don't think it's like 1 inch. I guess it depends on where the map is looking at, but it's definitely like not the Arctic parts.
Yeah, no, fuck. I don't think anybody wants to fuck around with that area of Canada unless if you just really like being depressed and love all your friends killing themselves.
Maybe that doesn't depress you.
Yeah, I mean, but it depresses a lot of those people.
What do you think about going to Alaska soon?
Yeah, but that'd be in the summer.
Are you still doing that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to do regular, boring internship stuff.
Why'd you stop? Is Tim doing it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think he's just hanging out in Cincy.
Okay. I was surprised when you guys were like going in on that.
I would have done it. I would happily.
Really?
Love to spend a summer in like a pristine, natural environment. I mean, when else can you do something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Guess.
And I can live. I don't
like care much about nature as much as I care about like.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I mean,
things.
I care about magic more than nature. I would say for sure.
About a 2-hour drive. Okay, that's pretty damn close.
I live somewhat close, about a 2-hour drive.
Not even magic. I care about just like the atmosphere of like I just like the atmosphere more of a city. I think than I would like. I like nature, but I'd rather like.
I couldn't live like in nature. I couldn't like be one of those people that just
a nature
like.
guy.
Yeah, like I mean, like our one
what is
friend.
that?
Yeah, what? That is a. What the frick? What the frickin' heck? I assume it's one of those those Comic-Con promos.
Well,
Could it be like a Kithian? I'm trying to think of what
it probably is Kithian, right? What else would it be?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else you can tap for one blue or one
white that looks like that.
That looks like that.
I see the two. I see the Billy on the bottom of it. I think it's a Kithian.
What the frickin' heck? It doesn't really. I see a sword. I'm assuming a figure holding a sword is what I'm seeing.
I think it's Kithian.
But in a blue-white control deck, that's odd. It is Kithian. Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
All the Gideons.
Attack for 2, bitch.
You thought you were playing with control. Little did you know.
Not today. Not today. Dude, let's see if we can cross this 200 threshold.
We're 1 away.
We're
I feel like we've crossed that before, haven't we?
Oh, and it just dropped by 14.
Now we're 14
okay.
away.
You know what? All 14 of you, go freaking heck yourselves, all right?
I
just
love
kidding.
and respect
Come
you.
back, please.
I miss you.
Please.
The kids miss you.
Dude, I'm really interested to see what's going on with this blue-white deck. And I'm interested as to what is in Ross's hand.
I seen Electrolyze. It's pretty good against Kithian.
It is pretty good against Kithian. Maybe he'll play like a Blade Splicer or something. I would love to electrolyze a Kithian and a Blade Splicer.
What's one that's like doesn't see play in modern but would cool to have right here? Like Mangara. You can play some Mangara. There's some X ones that are silly.
I mean, I can think of like playable X1s, but I don't like have much like magic knowledge. Anytime people are playing Mental Magic, I'm just god awful at that.
Rebuff the Wicked? Is that the name of that card?
Rebuff the Wicked. If we could throw that up on stream.
I think that's the name of it.
If we could throw that up for the people at home.
If I'm trusting my Magic gut, counter target spell that targets a creature. Targets you or a creature you control. I think I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Rebuff the Wicked.
One white
you control. Okay.
Instant from is
That's
this
close.
Planar Chaos? Is that what set this is?
Yeah.
Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control.
Nice.
Interesting. Interesting. It is rebuff.
No, it's not you. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, cool card. Cool card.
And now we're getting Blood Moon.
Kind of like God's Willing. God's Willing. I like God's Willing a little more, I think.
I wonder if
but
Ross.
It is cool if you rebuff the Wicked if they like they command your thing.
What's the card that Mark Anlicker is always talking about that like counters a spell?
Hindering Light.
Hindering Light.
I would do
better or worse than Hindering Light?
Probably about the same level. And one's 1 mana, so.
But the other one cycles. It's basically just blue. Is it white blue?
Yeah.
So it's that card plus draw a card. That's pretty cool.
No, because Hindering Light. Yeah, no, I guess that is that card, right? Yeah, has to be.
Why didn't you just play? Why didn't you just play that card?
1 mana.
Yeah, 1 mana seems much better than 2, in fact. But that's just me. What are all these cards? I feel like such a chump having to read so much stuff.
I know
right
this
now.
card. That's the card that polymorphs, I think.
If we could get another, it's in Master. It's one of the Masters cards, right? It's in Masters. It's in the new Masters
I think
25
so.
set.
Yeah.
But it's an uncommon now.
It polymorphs a creature you control.
What does polymorph mean?
If you guys know what polymorphs are determined by an array of cards from the original polymorph back in the day, that you put the card, you put a creature you control on the bottom of your deck or graveyard. I think it's bottom, and then you reveal cards on top of your deck until you reveal another creature, and then you put that into play. So it's kind of like evolution, like you're polymorphing it back.
And typically, if you're polymorphing, you're polymorphing
Emrakul.
something into Emrakul. Is the ideal. And for being a deck that plays Kithian, not been seeing a lot of creatures to attack with him to try to flip him.
Well, I think Kithian's is a legendary low drop guy, so he plays that with the polymorph guy to flip into a non-legendary big guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm starting to see. The puzzle's coming together, and now he's going to attack with a Sword of Light
Sword's
and
pretty
Shadow.
cool.
Is that a Sword of
Feast
Light?
and Famine.
Feast and Famine.
Bust
Feast and
better.
Famine. And untap. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What's the other aspect of it? You make him discard a card or something?
This is actually looking pretty good for the blue eye control player. Kind of. If he has another counter spell in hand for this cryptic command, if he has a 2-mana counter spell, he's in great shape. I think Ross's hand is Bolt and Cryptic.
And he's got all the blue he could ever need in the world this time.
He's got Blood Moon in play. Oh, yeah, Ross does? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, another blue source.
There's Sword of Feast and Famine for those that know what's up. I mean, is it actually control?
What would you call it?
That is a good question. It kind of depends on your definition of what exactly control is.
Ooh, okay, what do we got here?
4 mana,
Something spicy.
1 blue.
Something spicy here.
No blue.
1 blue.
No. Okay.
Condescend for free. That does it. That counters it.
Wait. Doesn't he need to tap a blue mana for it?
He did. He has an island. He has 2 islands.
But he didn't tap it.
He has 2 islands.
Oh, he has another island in there? Oh, okay. Oh, look at him. He's shaking.
But I believe
These weak arms are ready.
He's got a bolt for this guy, so.
Okay, so a little clarification on where we're at in
Come on, another counter spell.
So, let's see.
Rebuff, let's go. Rebuff would be so sick here.
Rebuff would be
Hindering Light would be even sicker, though.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, top deck war time.
And
Snapcaster Mage.
Andrew,
Good top deck.
Andrew did leave both on top.
Yeah, that Snapcaster Mage is really good here, though.
Yeah, Snapcaster Mage.
A tap sword.
Is tap sword as well, just cuz.
Why is he shaking so hard? Is he shaking hard?
A little bit.
Tell,
a little bit. But, I just kind of like to give people a little bit of shit. That's my style. You don't have to like it. I never said you did.
Another sword.
Oh, somebody else in the chat said that.
Yeah.
That's my thing, modern the mid-ranging, all right? You do not have authority to shit on the GameSwap
He kept both his
community.
equipment on top. I definitely would not have done that. Yeah, I would probably taken the path as well.
Well, bottom of the deck. Vendilion Click, a bit of a weirdo.
Take a breath, my guy. It's all right. What?
Let's see.
What's just happened? Oh, the hollow went back on top. Okay.
Say what? No, that was in his hand from the reveal.
I see. Oh, now I think Ross is locked up.
Yeah, I think Ross has constricted the noose.
If he plays an uncountable creature here, that'd be sick.
He's getting ready to kick out.
What would be uncountable here? In case Cavernous Souls into something, imagine how great that would be.
Well, he has a Blood Moon, so
true.
the Cavernous Souls.
What would be a sick uncountable creature here? Because he has haste and all but his swords.
Let's think. Uncounterable good creature here. In blue, I'm gonna count the red man as well. Okay.
The 7 mana 5/5 hexproof cycle for 1 blue.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm into that. Damn.
That'd be sick. But I think
else?
he's gonna get countered by Cryptic Command anyway. So there's not
Is there any?
What?
Is there any uncounterable hexproof
I
feature?
don't know. We have we can get hexproof with the lightning greaves. I don't think there's anything in blue white.
There's gotta be.
You play like Scouts Warning. I know that's making uncounterable, does it?
Anybody in the chat that can think of an uncounterable blue, white, and I'm gonna count red because he has red man.
Oh,
right
he does
now.
have red. Good point.
Blue, white, or red creature.
Dude, even the mainland is technically haste because you got the lightning greaves and stuff. Wait, Emoth Nexus is kind of cool.
Did you just say manland? You sexist piece.
Oh
of
wait, you can't even do
garbage?
mainland. There's a blood minute play. Oh, Sphinx is the final word.
Ooh,
That's
ooh,
that's a cool one.
I'm into that. Thrun, not of the 5 colors of magic. That is not one that we're allowing, unfortunately.
All right, well.
Earthbound to Eric. Thrun is none of this colors. That's what I'm saying. You silly guy. You know, for somebody from Canada, you type in the chat like somebody from Italy, which is like you understand.
What does that mean?
That means like you like Thrun.
You're making fun of Italy
Thrun
people?
is none of this colors. Like I get what he's saying, but there's broken English in there for sure.
That's just internet talk.
That sounds like I have a good grasp of English, but I'm not like an
native.
expert. I'm not like a true.
Maybe he's from Quebec.
Yeah, maybe he's from Quebec. Pearl Lake Ancient. That's another sweet
Pearl
one.
Ancient. Is that it is uncountable. That'd be sick.
And it's Flash, so we could do that as well if you wanted.
Pearl Ancient's a
I
sick
wonder
card.
what he polymorphs into.
We did not get to see that.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Theories. Chroma Angel of Theory.
Mhm.
Chroma Angel of. Is it Theory? Wrath? I don't remember.
Mago or Rante. Every time I get excited about somebody following Hunter, he's just like, ouch my ears. But he'll get over it. He's a big healthy guy. I'm an engineer. I'm smart. I swear. I don't think just being an engineer makes you a smart guy. If I'm gonna be honest, hot takes with Victor. I think that means you're hardworking, for sure.
You gotta be somewhat smart to be an engineer. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I would be inclined to agree with you, but I'm not.
I mean, smartness is all relative. What
Yeah,
are
that's
we
what I'm
comparing it to?
That exactly. That is the ultimate question.
But you are playing Jun, so that's not looking
Yeah.
good for you. Not looking good.
Yeah, and you only went 3-1, which I mean, like, come on, guy. If you were
4
really
O's
smart.
only here.
Yeah.
This is 4-0 squad.
Mm-hmm. So, anybody, what's going on in your life? What do you want us to talk about? I'm curious.
Let's see some blue-red legacy.
The R1 is Fury. The W is Wrath.
Thank you.
Aside from
The
those
Wrath
three,
one.
there's Nelza in Modern. What is that?
What is Nelza?
Nehazo? I'm gonna Google this.
That card sounds sick. Sounds like some EDH card, like the red-white one.
All right, I have Control Seed that, and I'm gonna put that into Gatherer. Primal Tide can't be.
Oh,
countered.
okay. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's some
That's
cool ass
another
art
card.
too. That is really cool.
That's a new
actually.
standard card.
You have no maximum hand size. Whenever your opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card, discard 3 cards, and then flicker it.
Yeah, it's not the most impressive.
All
thing.
right. I've seen worse cards.
It's a good standard card.
Elder Dinosaur too.
I'd say it's not even really a good standard card, but it's a good limited card that is playable in standard.
Oh my god, I didn't realize this was in standard. That's super dope. I was like, there's not more Elder Dinosaurs in other sets, are there?
Smartness.
I'm an F&M. I'm not an F&M because I have a cold. I'm bummed about
sorry.
that, Benjamin.
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
really sorry.
At least you get to be the next best thing and watch this.
Yeah, you get to hang out here at GameSwap Mason, presented by Top Deck Productions or something like that. I think I messed up the order of that, but you guys know
No,
what's
you
up.
got it right.
You guys know what's up. Team BCW, and I'm not
Oh
gonna
wait,
lie.
no, you did have it wrong. You're right.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what BCW stands for. Is it just
Wait,
Brendan?
what's BCW?
Brendan CW?
Oh, BCW challenge. I didn't even know we were doing that.
What do you think we've been here commentating?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know
was
the
like
name for it.
That was the formal title, and I have no idea what that name stands for. It'd be funny if you had a team name and you just like named it like a random assortment of letters that didn't mean anything.
You were trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, people just
That would be awesome.
and you just like kept it as a secret. You're like, we don't tell anybody, and just like let people theorize, but really
like
you just kind of made it up.
Like the Pig 1, Pig 2, Pig 4 story.
Yeah, precisely.
That's fun.
What is our team name going to be tomorrow?
Do we have to have a team name?
I don't think so, but it's fun. I mean, last time we were gold team.
Yo.
What's up?
Hey, you done, Ricky?
Oh, no, I'm 4-0, but I mean,
Ooh. Our standard compatriot that is going to be on our team is 4-0. So take that, Earthbound Eric. That's a real. That is a real guy.
I'll play it out. You need practice anyways. Alright, guys, so the event's over. You want to get them all? Oh, the event's over? Yeah.
Oh, the event's over. Okay, so the team is leaving. Well, are you going to need to bounce? Okay, so everybody, the team left. I'm down to commentate some Modern, but if you need to leave, you know, that's on you. I can solo commentate. Yeah, put that back on. We're currently debating.
I'm down
so
Modern.
for everybody.
Okay, commentate Modern when your match is done.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna
good.
commentate a round of Modern. That sounds awesome.
Alright.
You should do that. All right, pick the best people.
All right, we are done. We didn't get to see
So
Blue Red.
we didn't get to see a couple of the decks.
Blue Red.
We didn't,
Lacey.
unfortunately, we didn't get to see
Seems so.
Boggles cry.
Sad.
What else? We saw pretty much everything else. We didn't see Tron on their side, but we saw it on the side
Yeah.
of the opposition.
Saw some cool brews in our that GameSwap too.
Yeah, we saw some of the funky GameSwap brews getting tested against some real decks, which is always fun. And then, what else did we see?
We didn't get to. We didn't get to see. We didn't get to see Little Hall Mun. What?
Yeah, we did. Remember the one game we saw?
Thank you.
Oh, we get. Are these for us?
Jack's the only other 4-0, I think.
Oh.
I think we're just going to split and get food and come back.
Oh, baby. What's up, gang? We just got some gubbins. Just so everybody knows, I don't know if this was readily apparent, but part of this event, if you did win, if you won your match or your game against the opposition, you got a little goodie. You either got some sleeves or you got some of these sick sunglasses, which we are sporting right now. I think we're looking dirty. Put on your damn mic, bitch.
I'm enjoying this one.
They're kind of really uncomfortable under the mic. They're under the mic, just like getting pressed against the side of my head.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, we look kind of cool. These are cool. These are
Yeah,
cool sunglasses.
I'm feeling badass right now. What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's up? The cool kid corner right now. We've
lost
upgraded.
like 60 people, surprisingly.
I wouldn't say super. There's a little sticker on it that I'm trying to get off.
I would never wear these. You know, I have a cringe memory in high school.
Lay it on me.
My last week freshman year, I wore sunglasses to class every day. It was like a fun thing.
Why?
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
That is pretty cringe. But that's some classic high school cringe. Like, look
Yeah.
at this funny thing I did, but actually was just looking back on it, you just want to punch yourself in the face.
I don't think it's too cringy bad, but it was definitely just like, why did I do that?
My French teacher from high school posted a photograph of me.
Madame.
Yeah, Madame. Hunter and I went to the same high school, so same French teacher. Hot, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that in there. Hopefully she's not watching this.
I think she knows she's hot.
I mean, I think all
Hot girls know they're hot.
Yeah.
Not all, but most. She definitely had the vibe of knowing she was hot.
By the way, but anyway, she sent me a picture of myself from high school, and man, I look like a goober. I just wanted to punch myself in the face. I was just like, ugh.
I feel that.
Was not good. But right now we got Michael Regal, not Bagel, Regal.
Regal.
He's playing Teamer Tempo. I assume he's got some Bloodbraid Elves. Hopefully he's got some ancestral
my brother's
visions.
getting food. Can you just wait? Like, this match is gonna be over in like 10 minutes. Oh, whatever.
Text him. Or have him pick you up some food. And we got Ponza. So we got two Bloodbraid Elf decks. Two new Bloodbraid Elf decks. I know that people are stoked about that. This is game 3. We don't have the list. We don't know what they're sideboarding into. I doubt Michael is going to have any counter spells or anything due to the fact that he is probably playing Bloodbraid Elf. But this is all just me taking stabs in the dark, presuming how I would build a Teamer Tempo deck. Like, I wonder if he's got Young Pyros. That would be pretty sick. Ponza, not even going to talk about that because freaking heck Ponza. It's not that bad, but I definitely... That's a deck you would really have to pay me a lot of money to go play at a tournament.
Yeah, that same.
that definitely is one that I would not be stoked about. Pony PlayStation saying Victor is bae. Shout out to you. Somebody make him a moderator. He knows what's up. Victor is in fact before anyone else. Because he's the best.
Nice.
I went 1-2 in modern last night. It's no big deal.
No big deal, guys.
Actually 2-2, but my 4th round opponent didn't show up. I played against a Grixis Jace deck and bricked on lands my 2nd and 3rd game and died. But I think you can definitely make arguments that I sideboarded poorly, made some bad mulligan decisions. I'm not saying I'm just lost because I'm unlucky, even though I am unlucky.
What round is this?
This is the final round.
Are you sure?
No.
I think it's the 4th round.
Well, if it is...
Oh, wait, never mind.
I'm going to... Well, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say...
Final round for
the
us.
final round for us.
Fair enough.
Because we got a big day tomorrow.
We do.
Got a big day tomorrow. Lots of Magic to be played. I need to sign up tonight as well. That's a thing I need to do.
Yeah, I need to do it too. Hopefully there's not a limit to people.
Yeah, there was a limit for 400 teams, 1,200 players. I'd be surprised if it got filled up. If it did, though, tragic.
That would feel really bad.
I would just go play. Like, what happens if one person on your team signed up and then the other people can't get in?
I don't
like,
think that can work, though.
yeah, I feel like if you sign up, one person signs up, then, like, you kind of reserve the 2 spots,
Yeah, I think
right?
so.
That would make sense. Did Ricky sign up?
No. We none of us signed up.
Tragic.
Oh, my brother's not responding. I'm going to wait here for an hour.
All right. Doing some shuffling. Magic the shuffling. Always
what
a
are
good
they doing?
time. Somebody's mulliganing. Hopefully it's not to 5. If it's a 5, that would be lame. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it is 5.
It is 5, and I don't think
see
there's
a
a
land.
single land. Keep.
Is he on the draw?
Keep.
I've kept some no land on the draw.
I've kept no landers on the play.
But
But to be fair, it was mold 4.
yeah, it's a little different.
At the last team tournament we played, I kept a no lander, mold
I think
a
he's on the
4,
draw.
and won the game. My opponent, however, mold a 5 and had a really bad mold a 5, and I hit all my land drops.
That was a great game.
And it was especially scary because I drew one of my 2 colorless sources in my deck into Mountain when I really needed a blue source, and then got the blue source on 3 and just proceeded to crush. I was playing blue-red zombies when that was never a deck in Standard. Just following the printing of Amonkhet. Good times. Good times.
All right, we got a match.
Okay, we got a match. Ponza didn't do anything. Drew a card. I think he may have drawn a land. Let's see. Ooh, drew the mountain. Brutal.
That's more like one mountain in the deck.
There's got to be more than one mountain.
Maybe
Ponza
2.
decks.
I don't know. Why would you run more than one?
I'm gonna look up I'm just gonna look up a Ponza deck right now and see how many lands it plays. Ponza MTG is what I'm googling. Or sorry, I'm not googling. I'm binging because whoever set up this computer gave us Bing. It's fucked up.
This game, what's going on?
Stuff's happening. Our boy Bryson has gotten some pretty gnarly rips in the form of lands, which, you know, you like to see when you keep a no-lander.
Yeah.
And I presume he's going to play like a Birds of Paradise.
There's a game going on
Here.
What is it by tempo? Tamir Tempo.
GP... Or what tournament? Ponza just won a tournament recently. I'm just going to go to Star City's website.
Did it just win a tournament?
It won the most recent Star City Open. Is that fucked up?
That is fucked up. I don't want to live in this world.
That is why I put a disdainful stroke in my board. Because I was just like, there's too many random dumb decks that are good in Modern now. It's not Modern is Modern. You know what an analogy
Do you
I
have
would
4 stubborn
draw?
now on the sideboard?
I have 4 stubborn now's main deck.
Oh, main deck. Okay.
I think now's the time where I want to be stubborn and annihilating everything. And I'm also team or battle raging the shit out of everybody now. because
Nice.
I've been very impressed with that card as of late. There's just too many not mid-range decks that I just want to just like that too.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck here for like an hour.
Hunter is sad over here. Hunter is a sad panda. I'm scrolling to deck lists. Modern. Let's go to the SCG.
Starfire. That's cool.
That grows the grows
Hey,
the
there's Todd
Tarmogoyfs.
Stevens. He's here.
Or he was here. He left. I wonder if they went to Dancing Girl.
It's possible.
Or maybe they went to Canes. I feel like if you're from out of town or like not Ohio, I honestly don't really know where Canes is. Aside, I mean, I know like
Oh,
Canes is
yeah.
in Cincinnati and Columbus.
I think it's from Louisville, I think, now, too.
Okay. If you're in the chat, let us know if there's a Canes near you. I'd be curious.
There's some airport canes, I think, too.
That doesn't surprise me. Green Red Land Destruction, they call
What a
it.
name.
By Andrew Walblers.
Yeah, he would be a wobbler.
He would be. Let's see. One mountain. So there's a chance that
Yeah,
he drew
see?
the one mountain. He's also got a Kessig Wolfrun, which is a card I am a big fan of. Love me some Kessig Wolfrun.
Big.
Bigly fan. Oh god, this deck is so miserable.
Why are we commenting this?
We told the guy
Chat.
to get. They likely hit up a Skyline. Okay, that's smart. That's smart, Billy.
Scalini's. There's one like 2 minutes from here, too.
Yeah, but doesn't it close at like an absurdly early hour?
10 or 11. Might
Which
be
is
closed now.
just so stupid.
The world is so bright.
So dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. Skyline could make so much more
Ooh,
money if they
there is
open all the way.
Canes in Dallas, Texas.
There is Canes in Dallas. That's cool.
That's cool. Are you from Dallas, Texas, guy?
Guy, friendo, or girl.
Flip
you know,
switch?
We don't judge.
I mean, that's fair.
I guess you can call guys girls guys. It's kind of ubiquitous.
Elder Dinos with Animar Commander sounds fun. No, it doesn't. You're dumb. How about that, guy?
What do you say?
Elder Dinos with Animar Commander sounds fun.
You are wrong.
Yeah,
You are
so
just
take
blatantly
that.
wrong.
Oh, he does have the Pyro, just like I said.
Wow.
Trigger?
You know what Pyro's good at? Making guys a block Bloodbraid Elf.
Yes. Ooh, he's getting some scry action. What's he thinking about? Ooh, getting those scry cards dangerously close to the hand. Leaving both on top. That's scary. Playing the land.
He's got a lot of cards in him.
He's kind of been. He kept on 7 and he was stuck on lands there momentarily. Honestly, I missed. I think like the past 4 turns. So
I haven't watched. I mean, there's nothing really exciting has happened.
what are you talking about? You're telling me
Magic.
Kitchen Finks isn't exciting? And Young Pyromancer is my favorite card of all time.
Bloodbraid Elf.
Bloodbraid Elf. Spin that wheel. Let's see. One time. Something sick. Scavenging Ooze. Sure.
It's pretty good.
That's a card. That is fine.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty
It's
good.
got-
Each of
It's got like 3 green sources, effectively. Attack for 6. What you gonna do?
I am from
What you gonna
Dallas.
do?
Dot. Okay.
Yeah.
Why the dot
yeah,
dot dot?
why that? Not
Are you
only
mad?
ellipses. Ellipses plus extra dot. Pony PlayStation. What are you
What is this card? What
boys?
did he just play?
What are you
What is that card?
boys? What? Yeah, what the fuck?
what is
Is that? I think that's a F&M Electrolyze.
No way.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just heard it say
Oh,
Electrolyze.
Cool. Okay. I've never seen the art.
I think did he miss the trigger on the,
Must have.
or did he block? There's a chance he
Oh,
blocked.
yeah, he
okay,
blocked.
no. Did Matthew? Could you let us know? Matthew being the spotter, could you let us know if he missed that trigger or if he did not miss that trigger? He got it. He says.
You got it.
But Pony PlayStation, I believe, is asking us what we're playing tomorrow. I'm playing Grixis, Shadow, Hunters, Stoneblading people.
I'm playing Esper Deathblade.
What's the difference between Stoneblade and Deathblade?
Deathblade plays black and Deathbright Shaman.
Okay.
Most Stoneblade lists are like blue, white, splashing red. Let's see, blue, white. Stoneblade isn't really a deck anymore. Honestly, like normal Stoneblade. Trying to avoid the Blood Moon decks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. This match will be over soon, so.
Sorry, everybody. We're both on our phones, totally not.
We haven't really very engaged
totally
this
not
match.
giving a shit about what's going on. An Enigma Drake. Oh, we heard about this deck.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did hear about. I believe this Enigma Drake currently is a budget version of Vendilion Click, which makes sense. Even though he's got more spells than I would have guessed in his Bloodbraid deck, which makes sense.
12-4 Drake right now. Holy shit.
Oh my god. That dude, maybe it's better than Vendilion Click. Just in case if people didn't hear that, you're seeing a 12-4 3-mana card. Not bad.
Yeah, does work.
I've seen worse cards. If he has another bolt, he can.
Pretty biggie. Pretty big
And he's
guy.
got a natural state in his hand. Okay, I was like, what the frick? That's so dumb. But then I was like, he's playing against a blood.
Yeah.
That makes
To be fair, Bloodbraid doesn't look super good right now.
Anger of the Gods.
It's a 1-4, isn't it?
I believe it is an X4.
This doesn't look so good.
Anger of the Gods, Kitchen Things, combo.
Yeah, about that. He's looking at dead on board.
Oh, and he drew the Bloodbraid.
That's
Okay,
a GG.
that is GG. There is no rematch because the match is over. Here, let's just run it back. What's up, everybody? I think that's it for this evening. I think that's it. You know, I think I got a bit of a headache.
Yeah.
Remind me to pack Advil for tomorrow.
All right, I have Advil with me actually. You want one?
That actually sounds dank.
I think I have one.
This guy coming in clutch, assuming he's got a singular Advil. Everybody, look at how not sketchy this is. One pill in one plastic bag.
Well, there was like 10 in there, but it's slowly accumulating, taking them over time.
Oops.
Look at that. I got water for
Look
you.
at this.
I got Advil.
No, you know, I'm such a man. I'm such a man with such a huge wiener. I don't even need water. Gone.
Magic. All right, guys.
What's up?
We're going to send out the stream.
All right, guys. It's been very much fun for me. I hope it was fun for you.
I hated it, so.
We saw. I'm gonna say, give us your biggest highlight from the evening, if you can remember.
The burning
anything.
inquiry was pretty
Yeah, I was
funny.
gonna say that as well. Burning. It's for those of you that weren't here when this happened. A turn 1 burning inquiry was cast, and the blue-white control player discarded all the lands in their hand that they kept, and lost, not playing a land, which is pretty awesome if you ask me.
Yeah. No, I think he drew an island. No, he drew a fairy conclave one.
Oh, he drew Fairy Conclave. Nice tap land. The Temple of Tilt.
That's
All right,
great.
guys.
Hope you had fun. We did.
I had fun. I hope you had fun.
See you tomorrow if you're coming.
Yeah, if you're going to be at the SCG in Cincinnati, feel free to say hi. I'm Victor. This is Hunter. We're coming at you live. GameSwap Mason. Top Deck Productions. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. I think we have a Facebook. We do have a Facebook. We got it all.
Yeah.
Hit us up. You know, ask us for lists. There's this guy named Billy Caminos. He's always got sweet lists. Ask him about it.
He loves being told
He
about it.
definitely loves it a lot.
I love when he's told about it.
Yes. So,
Bye,
Bye.
guys. That's fun.